Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and I'm about to start a brand new hardcore world, but I'm going to do it flat. This means there's just going to be 3 layers of dirt and me, but because it's hardcore and it's flat, I can't have a bonus chest. This should make it nigh on impossible to survive, but there is actually a way, and today I'm going to be exploring it because I want to see if I can survive super flat core. This is only possible in one way, and it requires the Wandering Trader. As of the latest update, this hasn't been possible before that if you're curious, as of the latest update, you can actually trade items to the Wandering Trader, making it possible for the first time to get emeralds in a way that doesn't require all of the usual steps and craziness, which means that all I need to do is find one of the things that he wants, and right now the only thing you can get on a flat world that he wants comes from him. Wandering Traders drink a milk bucket in the morning to undo their invisibility potion, and they seem to have on Java the drop rate is 7.5%, that's 1 in every 12, meaning if I had one Wandering Trader every 4 days, I would maybe get 1 milk bucket by day 50, but on Bedrock the rate seems to be a little bit higher, maybe through bug, maybe through intentionality, because they want you to do silly challenges like this. I don't know, and to be honest, I don't, actually, I want to say I don't care, but actually, I care, but it doesn't affect me anyway. So yeah, I have a very quick, I have a tool order, which is to survive in a Minecraft world where I have nothing for at least the first hour or 2 of gameplay. If I am lucky, I will have my very first milk bucket tonight, which means I could maybe have wood by or my very first milk bucket in this hour, which means maybe I'll have wood by hour 2, but that's wildly optimistic. By the end of this video, if I have a wooden hoe and can start finally... Oh, look at that! The grass is different colors. Or is that just my imagination? Chat, does the grass look different on my right than my left? Or am I going crazy already? Anyway, there's no wood, so I can make no tools. The only crafting I can do, I can't even do that right now. The only crafting I can do is from string to make wool. I can take slime balls, and I could make slime blocks, except actually I can't even do that. I can mine dirt, but there's no crafting recipe in the game that uses it, so instead, the only reason for mining dirt is to make structures. Look at this right here, I've made a structure, but the other reason is because when you have dirt mined all the way down, no mobs will spawn on Bedrock, so I could use this to my advantage, and I suspect that I might. I'm going to make myself a little hidey hole now, because those are always handy. And, yeah, we're gonna also... Your computer screen is broken, says MC Transport. That's probably what it is. Let's blame the computer screen. Anyway, hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and welcome to a brand new series. Like I said, it is far too ridiculous for most people to consider attempting, but that's my favorite sort of stuff. I love the sort of challenge that makes most people go, okay then, so you're not really meant to do that, are you? And I love saying, yeah, but I'm gonna. It's gonna be great. So phantoms are also flat, which makes them extra dangerous. Yeah, the most dangerous thing about not getting wood for multiple days is after day 3, phantoms start spawning, and don't ask me how I know this, but they're dangerous. Phantoms are very dangerous. So yeah, the only crafting recipes I have are, I think, wool. Literally, I can take 2 wool of the same type, and I can make it into carpet. Carpet isn't that useful right now, I don't have any fences, but I can make it, which is cool. Also, if I kill spiders, I can make bundles, which might come to be pretty useful. But yeah, for the most part, I have nothing major I can craft, and so I have to craft the world using nothing but the raw sheep that I have to eat, and indeed by mining the blocks. So the first thing I want to do is actually in relation to these slimes. You'll notice there are slimes everywhere, and I want to remove these slimes. How am I going to do that? Well, handily enough, on Bedrock, every single slime spawns in the same chunks for every single world. So, for example, if you are at negative 0 or negative 5 and positive 10, let me just show you those coordinates here. If I'm over here and over here, slimes will spawn. I'll dig a couple of blocks on the ground just to prove this point. But basically, slimes spawn in the same chunks in every world, which means if I just mine some chunks down to Bedrock, like I'll do with this one, then I'll be able to remove the annoyance. So one of those chunks is at -5, plus 5, all the way down to -16, plus 16. But there's also one at -56, plus 43. So if I go over to -46, plus 43, which is over here. Oh, that's not plus. That's in a different direction. So those chunks over there, if I'm not mistaken, would be negative... they'd be positive x... No, wait, negative x. So negative 30x and negative 13z should be a slime chunk. So negative 30x, negative 13z. Right here, slime should be spawning, and what do you know? This is exactly where slimes came from, and so that's why we're going to start mining these blocks eventually as well. For now, I'm just going to put, like, the basic building blocks down, you know, like, remove a few of these. But this is one of the most important goals this world can have outside of getting stuff done, you know? So, yeah, this slime chunk goes all the way from here at 32, should be the corner, and minus 16, out to minus 0 on the X, actually, interestingly. Oh, no, it goes out to minus 60... Yeah, it goes out all the way to minus 64X and minus 32Z, because it goes out 2 chunks. Wait, does that mean it goes all the way down to minus 0? Yeah, it does. So this chunk here actually goes all the way down here, and then it also goes all the way across over there. It's a very, very big chunk we've got to mine here, is what I'm saying, and we're going to do precisely that right now. It's slightly different to the chunks we mined last time, but also it's a slightly prettier set of chunks, I think, when it's done, and that's why we're going to do it. Also, thank you very much for the first tip of the stream, Nathan J. You know, Nathan Day, is that a new day of the week? You know, I make that joke, but isn't it crazy we have multiple Roman emperors who are like, yeah, actually, I think there should be a month named after me. And then they made it happen. So Nathan Day, keep that in your mind. Anyway, say hi to Emma, please. We love watching your streams. Hello, Emma! I hope you enjoy watching the streams with the soon-to-be founder of a brand new day of the week. You know, I'll pledge my sword to your case. I'll pledge not just my sword, but also my lack of slimes, which I'm currently working on. So yeah, without a bonus chest, there's just nothing I can do besides work on this. But this is a really crucial task too, because slimes are one of the most dangerous things on a flat world. It's the middle of the day, so I'm not going to die to this, so I can risk showing you. But let me show you why slimes are so dangerous by going on a small trip to kill some, you know, sheep, I guess. Because, you know, I can kill sheep and if I need carpet, it'd be nice to have it ready. So this medium slime deals 1.5 damage per hit. And because I only have a fist, it's going to take me at least 4 hits to kill. And bear in mind that slimes can damage you twice per second. Most mobs can only damage you 1 time per second. There's a cooldown timer. It doesn't apply for slimes or magma cubes. It's a nightmare. And it means that as a result, if a medium slime can do that damage, think about how much damage a large slime could do. Think about 2 large slimes. It's just game over if 2 large slimes get to me. So I've got to prevent those large slimes getting to me by digging out their home, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I wasn't it hardcore then also, says Nathaniel Goldberg. I did play. I played. This is my 3rd Superflat series. My first was my very first was just Superflat on Bedrock. We were testing to see if it was possible, and we proved that it technically is in a way that I really enjoyed. So that lasted for about 500 days. I've uploaded the full movie of that recently. A lot of people seem to have enjoyed it. I'm very happy to hear. I love that people enjoy, you know, like silly survival challenges as much as me. And then we did a follow-up on the ultra-flat Minecraft map available on the marketplace, and also it's a fun little map that allows you to effectively solve all of the problems I saw with Superflat Core after playing it for 500 days. I played that in hardcore, and I made it almost 100 days before a creeper blew me up. And now this is my newest series. It's flat core built into the base game. You can play flat, and you can play hardcore, and you can play even more hardcore than before because there's no bonus chest. But I've attempted this once before and died to a phantom. That's how I know phantoms are bad. You know, it's finally coming out. But yeah, we're going to kill some chickens, not because the raw meat is useful to me, but because I figure the feathers might eventually be, right? I'll put them in a bundle and, you know, future me will do something cool with them, I guess. So, yeah, a -2 high slime wall. Effectively, that's it, Jeff Kalin. My plan is to dig this all the way down to bedrock until I have a block, until I have an area where slimes cannot grow. You'll be able to see this later on. For now, you just got to trust that the mechanic is true. Bedrock can't spawn mobs, and either can partial blocks. If I had slabs, or if I had a shovel, I could make path blocks. Sadly, don't have any of those things. So yeah, I'm collecting slime blocks, which is very lovely. It's actually a waste of my hunger, so I don't want to be doing it. Instead, I'd much rather be demarking where this goes precisely, and so that's what we're going to do. Nathan Day says, she's 8, says Nathan Day. I said your name twice there. But that's how important Nathan Day is. You know, one day she'll understand the importance of Nathan Day. One day, she'll get it. But for now, you know, she just has to vaguely understand. While playing Bedrock, I realized how much easier it is to hit cows. They don't run around like crazy on Java. Yeah, conversely, I play the Java edition, and I'm like, whoa, these cows are way more skittish than I think they should be. And because I used to play console, which was based on like older Java, that's not how it's ever been for me. Like, I don't know, it feels like, you know, Minecraft boomers are... Okay, so let me show you, by the way. I shouldn't be doing this so close to night. Look how much damage this large slime does. 3 hits from that in a row, and just GG. So if I can prevent slimes from spawning, I can remove one of my biggest risks. The second biggest risk is obviously going to be phantoms, but the only way to prevent them is to get a bed, which requires the same bucket that I'm going after anyway. So, you know, I'll do my best, but my best probably isn't that good. Also, do you want to play a game, chat? As we come into our first night, I'm going to eat some raw chicken. There is a 30% chance you get salmonella when you do this. Rip. But let's eat the second one now, because what's the worst that can happen? Double salmonella? Anyway, you know what? I'm going to make a survival super flat. I do recommend if you're looking for, like, if you're the sort of person who likes making new Minecraft worlds, and you want to do it in a hugely different way, and I cannot stress how different this is, hardcore flat is great. Or rather, sorry, flat is great. I think hardcore, honestly, has a lot of downsides for the ordinary person. But yeah, I remember watching you die. My brother just came in and I watched a bit with me, and then he burst out and laughing when you died. You know what, Nathaniel Goldberg? You've got to add in Minecraft to a comment like that, or your brother might be sick. Oh god, see that? Baby zombie. Absolutely terrifying, and a real pain to get rid of. So yeah, now that we've demarked out these 2 chunks, we can actually go in and destroy them, not just with my hand, but with a much more useful mob. This is the Creeper. Isn't it wild? I guess I was going to say there were no creepers in the Minecraft movie, but there actually were quite a few. You should have jumped for the beef instead of settling for the chicken. You know, very true. Settling for the chicken, always a bad idea. It gives you so many negative effects. So yeah, we're gonna run over here. Also, a lot of people seem to be enjoying the flat survival, and they're like, yeah, I think I should do it actually. I think that's awesome. So many people look at this and go, yeah, this looks like my new type of world. But yeah, I'm doing very poorly. I'm at half health already. There is a real chance I get cornered and just die. So I'm going to run away until a point where the baby zombie literally despawns, because they're able to follow you for such a ludicrous distance, and I do not like that. I do not like that in the slightest. So eat another one of these, and then, oh, I ran forwards into something rather than backwards into something. So now I think if I run and sprint all the way home, I should be able to outrun the baby zombie. I hope that that is true. He's got such an insane aggro distance. Have you ever seen a mob that's this committed to your chat? If you do, make sure you put a ring on it. He's still running, chat. Okay, I don't even see him anymore, which is probably a good sign he's going to be gone. See, I need to kill at least 1 spider, because we want to make a bundle. And I'm also going to try and kill some zombies with some armor. They've got a small chance of dropping iron, which I'm going to need later. Fun fact, there's no iron in a world like this. You can't trade for iron. You can make an iron farm if you have a ton of villagers, but how many villagers do you think I have right now? And so the only way to get iron is via zombies, and they're 1 in 120 chance. But it also might give me a potato, and also might give me his armor. So I'm going to grab this zombie. I'm going to lead him towards this creeper, which I am going to let explode in the middle of this chunk. Because look at this, chat. Okay, so I'm going to let the spider get just behind him too. Okay, right there. No damage to me, but a free piece of string. And more blocks where slimes can't spawn. What a win. Now we go get this zombie, which is wearing armor. Oh, no, he's not. He's just... They're zombie villagers. And let's take them back towards my little hidey hole. And with 5 zombies, we've got a 1 in... What is that? Like 1 in, like, 22 chance? No, 24 chance of getting ourselves an iron ingot. Which seems pretty good, all things considered. So, just look, all the zombies very, very painfully slowly together. By the way, Spacey Wolf, I played this game over the other day. It's extremely slow, haven't gotten a milk bucket yet. Yeah, the whole game mode is reliant on one very rare drop. It is a nightmare, to say the least. But isn't that part of the beauty of it? Oh, at least I think for a lot of people. The idea that it is so rough is part of the joy. So yeah, I need to get that creeper out of my hole, where I'm pretty sure he's sitting happily. I'm just going to let the creeper blow up over here. It's not quite... Oh, that's bad. It's not quite doing what I would like it to. Also, we've got a skeleton being attacked by a zombie. No, 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 no. See, just immediately over. Literally make one mistake. The zombie had an iron shovel. He could deal more than 4 hearts of damage. Just over. Do you see how tiny the margins are on this? Oh, man. Okay, so this is Flat Core 2 now. The last one was Flat Core 0. I got the most insane luck, and I ended up with skeleton horses. But now it's over. Brand new world. It'll go better this time, though. I've already got everything else worked out. And so... Rip. 5 zombies is too much. I know. I'm not... Again, if I was gonna die to zombies, I'm glad it was night 1. This is the real good one. This is the best one. I'm gonna put a little @ symbol so that I know it's the real one. Or a hashtag, maybe. Oh, no. Can't do that. It's the @ sign, I guess. You've got to make a good shelter to hide. Yeah, I need to have a better place to effectively be safe from zombies. My day is ruined, says Chase Jimmy. Flat Core 2. Invite only on. Hardcore, no bonus chest, because I can't have it. No starting map, because I'm not allowed. But coordinates and show they played on. Let's start. I have a solution. Enable creative mode. Can't earn achievements anyway. Now, KMB, you are thinking smart right there. So more seriously, let's go right into it. It's Super Flat Core Mark II. Look how beautiful the world start is. Isn't this something special? More seriously though, we now can easily kill our first cow. We can kill our first pig. And maybe our first sheep too. Honestly, a part of me is like, why don't we just wait for tonight? We could do nothing and end up in the same place as before. But I know that what I really want to do is I want to have... I really want to have a part of the world where no slimes spawn, so that I can effectively kill mobs there in the night. And so rather than having my hidey hole be out in the middle of the map like it was before, why don't I make my hidey hole in the exact place that I'm going to be, hear me out here, chat. Why don't I make my hidey hole inside of the destroyed chunk? That way there'll be high visibility, and that way I'll be in a place where there aren't slimes anyway. That's my theory. Let's see if it's a good one. So, kill another pig, kill another cow. Actually, no, we don't even need to do that. We've got 4 raw pork chops. That'll see us through the night if we spend our day working on this design. So, just for the sake of reminding myself, sometimes pro tip, saying things out loud to yourself is sometimes the best way to make sure you actually do them. But, oh god, I've lost. Okay, here it is. So, minus 16. No, it's minus 32 to minus 64, and it's minus 16 or minus 0 up to minus 32. So this is 16 to this is the wrong place. I'm mining in the wrong place right now. I need to go from 32 to 0 to 32 and 32 to 64. So over here, this is just random blocks now. They will just stay there. I'll put a little post next to them so I remember that this is here. And then we're going to run this way a little bit, because minus 32 is where this is going to start, and minus 1 is where it starts there. We're going to dig a big set of chunks out, and inside that set of chunks is going to be my hidey hole, my place to be safe when things get scary, and my place to, easily get some beef. Also, the other place I want to go to is minus 1 chunk and positive 1 chunk. So we want to go basically here, but instead of being here, actually here. So I started mining in the wrong direction. Minus 1 chunk to positive 1 chunk leads me this way. Yeah, we actually want to make sure specifically that doesn't get mixed up, because it's this way and it's this way. If we go in this direction, we'll make another block that slimes can't spawn in. And that's just a useful thing, because the 2 chunks are too close together. So as you can see, those slimes are spawning all the way over there on my slime chunk, if you'll believe it, which I'm going to replace with Bedrock. But yeah, this is all just busy work until we can get a milk bucket, which I'm just not expecting to find until I get a Wandering Trader, maybe in an hour's time if we're lucky. I've not always been historically lucky, but I'm hoping that maybe we can get a little bit of that today. Every time slimes get too close to me, I'll force them to despawn by killing some pigs. you know, keep myself busy. And, yeah, have you got the Minecraft movie cape? IBX Toy Cat says, Muddy Phoenix. Yeah! Oh, I'm not wearing it right now. I was wearing it. Do you want to see my brand new cape? It's really good. Oh, actually, look, the game's paused. So this is my new Yearn cape. There it is. Make sure you get this now. You won't be able to get it in literally 24 hours. Spread the word to anyone you know in your life that you know cares about capes. You'd be surprised how many people do. So chat, I went to the Minecraft experience 3 days ago, and I already got the cape code thanks to a generous subscriber. Yeah, they wanted it in exchange for promotion of the server, and it was a whole interesting thing about that, by the way. But basically, yeah, so we did precisely that. We put the link in the description like they wanted. They're like, yep, that's perfect. Here's a code for a cape. But they meant that when I went just now for the first time in London, I got a bonus cape. And so do you know what I did with it, chat? A lot of people are like, you've got to do a giveaway. You've got to... And I was like, you know, actually, I should do a giveaway. But I think the people that should be in that should be like, you know, people who help out the channel, like the employees, if you will. To use, you know, like normie parlance. And so, yeah, I decided I'd ask in just my, I'd ask like everyone who, you know, works me, like, oh, do you need a cape, or have you already got one? Or rather, like, I asked, like, is anyone interested? And everyone was like, oh, yes, please. And so it turns out there's like 4 people who work for me, maybe 5 actually, who actively want a cape. And I think that I'm getting a second spare cape this next Friday. And so I figured it'd be fun, chat. Tell me if you think this is a crazy idea. But like, Hunger Games, but for the Minecraft cape. Like, do a series of silly challenges. You know, is that fun? I think it's fun. But I also feel like you've got to be careful with the idea of like, ooh, actually, is that exploiting your employees for entertainment? And I would argue in the entertainment business, you are arguably always exploiting people for entertainment. I'm exploiting myself for entertainment right now. I just wasted 15 minutes of my life to have a world that is now gone. But I'm fully willing to do it over and over again, because I know it'd be good. Also, I'm totally not an employee, says KMB600. You've started an employee Hunger Games? Exactly. Is the employee Hunger Games ethical? Chat, that's what I want you to ask. Gee, I feel bad for whoever you forgot worked for you, says Roy Browski. Oh, if you want to know the actual truth, it's someone who... It's someone who used to work for me. I assumed that they quit, and so I mentioned it somewhere, and they were like, "No, I didn't quit." And then they were working on something, so they're like really excited to do something. And then the project that I assigned them, they quit because they didn't want to work on it anymore. Which makes me, you know, it's a funny little thing, I guess, in its own right. Yeah, dealing with people is one of the skills I do not have, by the way, that is, like, foreign to me in running a YouTube channel, but that I've, like, slowly started to pick up. Like, recently I've been looking for an artist for my, for an upcoming add-on we've been working on, and, I dealt with something I never thought I'd have to deal with in my life, chat. I had someone that, you know, looked like they had some talent. They hadn't done anything particularly great yet, but I was sure, like, you know, if they with like the right, you know, like guidance and stuff, like I was sure they could totally do something cool. And so I was excited to like take on someone who didn't have experience yet, but who could like get that experience. Basically, I think that's like something that's hard to do, but like is really rewarding. But I had something that I feel like you know, it's like a very, I don't know, old man corporate experience. But I sent them a message being like, oh hey, I'd love to talk about the job that you applied for. And they're like, what job? Are you sure you've got the right person? And I was like, yeah, like an artist for the add-ons. And they're like, where did you post the job? And I post the place. They're like, oh yeah, that was me. Yeah. I was like, oh. And then like immediately afterwards, I went like downstairs to make myself a drink or whatever. And I came back and they're like, why aren't you replying? After it'd been 5 minutes. And I was like, well, this interview has gone poorly already. I'm backing out. But yeah, it wasn't meant to be an interview, I guess. Like a chat about like what they could do and, you know, all of the other stuff. For some reason, I can only hear the game stream in my left earphone. So, Gamian, it's apparent right now our audio is coming out 70% left. I have a microphone that is literally, it records mono. There is no way that it can be split left and right, but somewhere in the recording system it goes strangely. Also, Griff Pollard says, hello, another live stream from my favorite YouTuber. Hey, good to see you. How are you doing? I hope it's great. Damn, I thought it was my earphones. Yeah, no, it's a stream issue. I tested it with my very cheap earbuds just to be sure, and I was like, huh, this is a problem. Also, yeah, this is peak stream. Pineapple. Anyway, yeah, I want to know, is your audio better now? Is it both in left and right? Also, chat about the abilities of potential qualifications of a potential employee. I'm pretty sure that's what an interview is. I guess you're right, Balo999. When you put it like that, I think you've done a pretty good job at making me feel like actually maybe it was an interview. Oh god, see, look at that! Look at that! Down from literally full health to I would have died in one more hit. Immediately, slimes can attack you twice, and it is a nightmare when they do. It is scary. Your voice is still too much on the left. Yeah, we're gonna have to work out what setting that is that causes that. Also, yeah, a Spacey Wow, I hope you have good luck. And Phoebe Mitchell, you watched the Minecraft movie yesterday. It's a 10 out of 10. I think one of the weirdest phenomenons of this movie is people are acting like it is like so incredibly bad that it's worth watching. And it's like, I think that there are too many people that can't engage with Minecraft seriously. And I think especially if you grew up, if you're like 22 to like 26, I think would be the ages. Maybe a little bit younger, too. But I think that if you came into Minecraft in the 2016 era onwards, I think genuinely you came into the game at a time where it was a kid's game. Maybe you were a kid, you know, and that's why you think that's how you got into it yourself. But a lot of people are like, you know, it's like going to a movie for, I don't know, the Teletubbies. It's like, which first of all, I would go and watch the Teletubbies movie, but I see why you would have to go and watch the Teletubbies movie ironically, right? You couldn't be like, oh yeah, I just like the Teletubbies. I'm curious to see how Jack Black plays Tinky Winky. Also, it's almost night. I'm gonna be careful tonight. That is my plan. I don't know how well the plan will go, but it is in fact my current plan. So I'm gonna dig a little hidey hole here. I'm gonna dig straight down. I'm gonna make sure I'm fully fed, by the way. I'm gonna dig here. I've got plenty of food, and I'm gonna make my little hidey hole at Bedrock lair. And it's gonna go quite deep back here, and it's gonna go to the left, over here. I think by having the hidey hole be deep with multiple bends, I minimize the chance that something follows me in here and murders me to death. Okay, so that's 5 zombies immediately, 2 of which have tools. I would love to have a shovel or a sword. I would love to have one, chat. I think I would like to have a hoe, but I don't think zombies can spawn with those. But if they could, would be legendary. So 5 zombies, immediately a 1 in 24 chance of getting an ingot, as well as a 1 in 24 chance of a carrot or a potato, and a slightly better chance than that of getting a sword or something else. I'm liking the idea. So let's start punching zombies. So Kat, for an employee challenge, you should hide a piece of sand in a beach of treasure chests, and whoever finds the one sand block wins. I like that here a lot, Adam Sony. You know, I'm gonna have to write that down somewhere for sure. I honestly died laughing at the minecart scene. I have to. Okay, so again, I think a lot of people also maybe again like. The idea of a bee movie just isn't that well known about, but Minecraft is a bee movie. Not like in the sense that it's about bees, which is what I used to think bee movie meant, because the bee movie was my original bee movie. You watch it and it's actually pretty good. It's like Shrek. There's a lot of movies that aren't the best thing. They're not going to change your life and make you rethink the universe. There's a lot of movies like that, by the way. A lot of very good ones. That is a zombie with a sword. He will murder me real good if I let him. Oh god. And he wants to. If I had an iron sword, what would I even do with it, though, to be honest with you? I don't actually know that I have an answer to that question. By the way, that skeleton is definitely going to mess me up, which is why I'm going to have to kill him without him killing me. But I do have a way to do that. No. I have a way to do that. So I break this block here, and that block there, and then that block there, and I think that was actually the block stopping the zombie from getting to me. Okay, so now I can punch the zombie without the skeleton seeing me. I didn't get the sword, That's fine. Then we move forward some. Try and get the skeleton back in here. He's got an enchanted bow, so I actually do want to kill him. And we'll move this block. Move it just a little bit deeper in here. Assuming the skeleton actually can follow me. For some reason, he's struggling. There we go. Yeah, he's got the... I think we found a bug. Yep. I found a bug where I don't have to do what I'm about to do. Which is great news. So I'm going to eat a little bit just to make sure I'm healing and I don't randomly get murdered. And yeah, we've done something incredible here. But yeah, so it's not cinema, it's a social event. Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, this is the best movie ever, saying ironically, and it's like, well, no one would think it's the best movie ever. But there's a like B movies are an important thing, like things that, you know, like I guess it's the same way that people always like to talk about slop being bad, but then also what's the Moist Critical is one of the most watched YouTubers. Literally just talking to a camera every day. Because actually people love the idea of someone just talking to a camera every day. You know, like, I think you need a mixture of things that, like, change your life perspective. To, like, you know, like, blow your mind and make you rethink the world. I love watching sci-fi movies that are like that. You need a mixture of stuff like that and stuff that just makes you laugh and feel a little human for a minute. I think that's what the Minecraft movie actually is. It's a movie that is, you know, of questionable quality. It's well put together for what it is, but it never had high aims. And, okay, so let's leave these zombies in here. I can kill the spiders probably pretty easy. Oh, no. Oh, see, that's why you need this fullback. I'd have just died to a zombie right then if I didn't have this here. And so, thank God I did. Moist is basically a stand-up comedian. He does improv every video. Yeah, you could see it that way too, I guess, Dasher. But yeah, I think that you would then argue all stand-up comedians are just a guy talking to an audience, right? But people like that. People like, you know, a stand-up comedian is just slop. They just ask the audience, what do you do for a job? And then make fun of it. There's no deeper meaning to that. But a lot of the times, I would argue content without deeper meaning is harder. Everyone wants to make the stuff with the deep meaning. It's much harder. Okay, so that's a creeper. I don't actually want to kill the creeper. I just want the creeper not to kill me. That is my dream. That is my ideal. Let's see if we can make it happen. So, what do you think of the end in Vibrant Visuals? It's by far my favorite part of VV and enhances the end's atmosphere so much. I mean, the end by default just isn't that good looking, which helps. It's kind of like Rain in the Dark. I think when Vibrant Visuals does a better job of something than the vanilla game, that's a good sign, right? Okay, so is the creeper still there? Also, check out, are you going to be updating a Superflat map? Yeah, we've been working on an update for a while now. We have been working on an update for a while. Where's the creeper? Creeper's not here. So I'm now going to start leading creepers into this. I'm going to try not to lead skeletons in at the same time. I could get a music disc if I wanted, but I would have no way to play it. So instead, we lead the creeper over here. And ideally have the creeper kill a spider within this little confine area that I'm trying to mine. So that would be the ideal, because I want to make a bundle. I'm going to have too much stuff otherwise. So let's bundleize it out. Oh, you ever seen a spider hit a... Oh, no, it wasn't the spider. It was the skeleton. Yeah, it's the skeleton hitting the creeper right here. So let's let the second creeper blow up instead. It'll be easier, and it will help contribute to my big destroy chunk. Which I need to have for lots of good reasons. Ouch. I am hurting a lot, and that skeleton wants to make me hurt even more. So I'm going to come back for all those blocks in a second, but for now, let's just despawn the skeleton. If I get far enough away, and the skeleton just disappears. And he's gone. Oh, and that's a creeper. Oof. Anyway, is the Minecraft movie worth a ticket, or wait till it comes out on streaming? It kind of depends on if, again, like, that's my kind of take, is that it's not like your life will be worse off if you don't watch it, except there is a cultural event around it, right? I think it's the same with Marvel movies, except the Marvel movies market themselves as, you know, like, unmissable moments. I'm amazed by how many people in my life are like, yeah, I need to be caught up on every single Marvel movie, and there's one that comes out every 2 months. So now I organize my life around going to the cinema to make sure that I see the latest exploit that Captain America has gone up to. And it's kind of faded now because, again, like you do something long enough and people start to like catch on to the formulaicness of it. But yeah, I think there's no way that a Minecraft movie is like your life is worse off because you don't watch it. In the same way that it might have been worse off if you hadn't watched, you know, Avengers Endgame. Like you're just missing a... Oh, Jesus! How is a skeleton in here? Okay, am I gonna die? Thankfully not. So I'm gonna break that block, and I'm gonna break that block, and now I'm gonna kill the skeleton and the zombies. So that's a dangerous thing we have to prevent. We have to make sure that no skeleton can accidentally wander into my hidey hole. That's something important. That's a design improvement that we will be making. But for now, let's kill the zombie. In fact, let's eat rotten flesh as well. I do need to heal, but I'm going to be in here a while anyway, so let's do it. I've seen people pirating the movie, ended up downloading a version that was, like, not finished. People were posting about it on Reddit. Oh, yeah, I watched the... So I can say this because I watched the real movie, so I don't think I'm a pirate. But I watched the unfinished version. Oh, man, I don't know how that got out there besides intentionally. Also, we've already got a potato and a carrot. Wow. Chat, look at that. I think this is incredible. Day one of a Superflat. You know, bear in mind, literally just day one. I've got a bow. The ability to shoot it if I need to. So I've got a bow. If I see a zombie with diamond armor or something, where I can't afford to let him despawn, maybe I shoot the zombie. Also, yeah, we got another zombie we're going to kill. And he's not going to die easily because he's got leather armor on. But because it's daytime, I can just punch him in the day. No real threat to him, or to me, for doing this. So Cat, changed the rating of the stream. I had a mini heart attack. What's the rating of the stream? I have no idea what you mean by that, Nathan Day. Nathan Day, today is Nathan Day. The 6th of April, 2025. The start of a new tax year in the UK, if you'll believe it. Which is exciting. If you have a, what is it, Lifetime's ISA, you can put an extra year's worth of money in it now. If you do businesses, if you have expenses, and you can, I can now file my taxes, which I try to do nice and early. A lot of people wait till like January. I wait till the first possible day that I can, and then I do it, and then I don't have to worry about it. It's I feel like that's the opposite of how I am with most other things in life. But like taxes are one of those scary things where you go late on those, and you know it's like paying rent. You know, you wouldn't pay rent late, or maybe some people would. Maybe that's why we have to make paying rent late such a big deal. I mean, arguably you could say maybe we should pay rent when we want to, rather than when we have to. But anyway, different point. I'm excited for the new tax year. I have a... It means that, like, there are... As a business, you get expenses and income. And ideally, there's a really, really stark tax threshold in the UK. There's a few of them, actually. You know how, like, have you ever heard someone in your life say, like, oh, yeah, I don't want to earn any more money because then I'll pay more taxes? Because you jump up a tax band? You never actually lose money. Except in the UK where you do. There is a threshold of money where you, depending on your circumstances, you might be worse off earning £1 more than not. And even if you're not, you're still going to be like, you know, 80% worse off. Like you'll be 20p off, better off for earning £1. Whereas if it's the next tax year, you might be, you know, 60, 70, 80p better off when you earn £1. Anyway, you know, death taxes and... you know, what's the third thing that we should talk about? You should always do taxes ASAP because of the risk of identity theft. I mean, wait, Angry Bunny, you're making it sound like I shouldn't do my taxes ASAP. If someone steals my identity, they'd have to do my taxes. It's a big disincentive for them to want to do so. Also, that's above 100k, says Perrier. There is also one above 60,000, and there's also there's a few real stark thresholds, but the tax decrease between 100 to 120k is ridiculous. Yeah, and if I think if you are a student in Scotland, which is the worst of both cases, no offense, students, if you were a student at any point in your life and you live in Scotland, I think it's like a 70 or 80% effective tax rate. And if you have children, which thankfully, you know, keep my fingers crossed on that one. But if you have children, then you lose your, you know, free childcare. Also, when you jump over the threshold, you stop having all of the interest in your bank account becomes taxable. So immediately you can be immediately worse off. We have it's called cliff edge. You know, in economic policy, I know this is what people come to Superflat for. But yeah, there's a lot of cliff edges in the UK, which is to say you're meant to do taxes so that the person earning money is always better off, even when it comes to benefits. Like, for example, the unemployment benefit. If the unemployment benefit stops paying when you start working 1 hour a week, then no one would work 1 hour a week because you'd be better off working 0 hours than 1 hour. So every single benefit and every single tax should be structured so that more work is better, because our whole system relies on people wanting to work more. And every country has some what are called tax cliffs or benefit cliffs, where that's not true. But the UK is like filled with them. Scotland mentioned, ignore the rest of it. Yeah, Scotland's got a really fun case of I want to see. This is it's one of the most interesting policies in the world to me when it comes to their tax system, because they looked at the numbers, saw that you would make, you know, no economic policy of Toy Cat today, but it is really interesting to look into, like the politics versus economics sometimes, because there are lots of cases where we know what would be better. You know, emotionally, I guess. Also, you know what would be better financially, but we do what's better emotionally. Like in our own households, right? The easiest example is like there are some things that you will buy even though they are poor financial value. The number of people who tell me they've gone to watch the Minecraft movie even though they think it's not going to be very good. Like they're sure it's going to be the worst movie ever. And it's like, unless you like bad movies, which hopefully I like bad movies, to be fair too. But unless you specifically like bad movies, bad use of money. Same with the idea of like, I don't know, what's a common bad use of money that I would say I'm on board with. When you buy something at Costco and you think to yourself, this is a really good deal. I'm getting 12 cookies for £7. And it's like, if I was at a cookie shop and I saw one cookie for £1, it's a higher price per cookie. But now I'm not getting 11 cookies that I don't otherwise want. You know, buying something because it was on sale is not actually, unless you already wanted it, is not actually better. Also, Toycat, did you know if I turn on the Render Dragon experimental toggle along with VV, you can play around with colored point light? I have heard that. I'm surprised to learn that that is true. But yeah. Also, as an anxious introvert, it sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, I've seen, in the UK, we've had to put out those warnings like, here is the expected behavior for you at the cinema. And I think it's the really fun world of, I guess, as a society, every generation of new people has to decide for themselves what the rules are. They have to play within a certain set of rules that other people decide. You know, young people can't decide murder is okay. You know, some of them do every day, clearly. But, you know, by and large, that's not fine. But, like, you know, my generation when we were young was, like, real big into, you know, drugs and alcohol. And, you know, the current generation of 18-year-olds aren't. Current generation of 18-year-olds are into the idea of going to a cinema and throwing your popcorn at the screen when he says chicken jockey. Yeah, again, I think it's closer to, like, 20 to 25-year-olds when, like, putting a pin on it. Actually, I think there's a lot of teenagers in there too. I think it's a broad age range. And like, that is a really funny thing if everyone else in the audience also agrees with that. But like, this is the most interesting thing. This is why I think people change their values as they grow older. Everyone agrees that you should be able to do what you want until you infringe on other people. But then what is infringing on other people? I think that if you go to a cinema and like people are saying words out loud, probably not that annoying. If people are throwing, if you're excited, like, yeah, having people be like on board with you for that one. Going to a cinema and having people like actively like throwing popcorn everywhere, like, you might get popcorn thrown at you. No one wants that. Same with like playing music in public. Like, if you like someone's music that they're playing in public, it's really cool of them to do that. if you don't like someone's music that they're playing in public. By the way, I got a bundle now, and because I've got these bones, I can choose to color my bundle. And so what color should we go for? Let's see what the game decides. White, apparently. Is this white? I think it's going to be light gray. It's always light gray. I'm going to make a light gray bundle, chat. Hope you're excited for it. Anyway, so, yeah, I hope you have a fun stream. I'm excited for the series, says the Matt Luigi. I'm glad you're excited for the series. I'm excited too. Also, random question, speaking of drugs. I'm from the US. Is teen vaping an issue in the US like it is here? Yeah, I imagine bigger issue, actually. We have all sorts of weird laws about vapes. But also they're everywhere. And, you know, you've got to concede. You've got to concede. Vaping looks cool. Vaping looks fun. I had a really fun interaction. There was a guy who was, I was at a motorway service station just on my way up north. And there was a guy with a big stand for, like, e-cigarettes. And I just said to the guy, like, hey, I'll be honest with you. It's like, the only way you're allowed to market vapes and smoking, like, e-cigarettes and stuff, is, like, as an alternative to smoking. Like, as a way to get smokers off the habit. So I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I never really could get into smoking. It was always too harsh for me. And, like, the smell and all that stuff. Never liked it. But I really would like to get into, you know, like, vaping or e-cigarettes or something. Could I give your thing a trial? And he was like, oh, I really want to help you, but I'm only allowed to help existing smokers. And I'm like, no, I definitely have never smoked. I don't think I ever will, you know, it's always been a waste of money, etc. But I would really love to give your product a try. And he was like, no, I can't do it unless you are an existing smoker. Are you an existing smoker? And I'm like, no, I'm just kind of curious about your product. It's a funny thing. Again, it's the I think a lot of people pin that on like big tobacco being evil, and you know the same could be said for unhealthy foods, right? We keep working out how to make unhealthy food, you know, less palatable, less marketable, less producible, you know, more taxed. And then we're always inventing new ways to have unhealthy food. We love doing things that are bad for us until we work out. Like, we want to do things that are bad for us, but have the plausible deniability of maybe it's not bad for us. So everyone's known smoking is bad for a while. But if you're already smoking, you might, you know, shrug your shoulders and say, I'm going to die at some point anyway. But you wouldn't get into smoking as a result. But, you know, with vaping, who's to say? I think just every generation is looking for, like, dumb things to do. You know, the generation before me might have done some sniffing some glue. There are so many people my age that do those, what is it, NOS cans. And, you know, there's a lot of people, you know, getting into vaping now. It's just like, I don't know. I really, something that, like, profoundly came over me recently, chat. That, like, kind of made me realize, like, what has actually changed. Yeah, because, you know, I'm not big on learning from, like, oh, that was painful. I'm surprised that only hurt that much, given how close I was to it. I'm very glad it only hurt that much, but I am confused that that can be true. Anyway, look how much better the Creeper does at clearing this area out than me. Big fan of how successful they can be. So, yeah, I'm going to get so much dirt. Oh, God, that's a baby zombie, but he's got a hat on. But I can't deal with the... it's not worth dealing with a baby zombie in exchange for a helmet if I might die, and so I just won't. I just won't. So let's run all the way over here, load in some brand new chunks, and then come back. So cat, don't ever smoke or vape. It can be very harmful, and we care about you. But everyone does something that's harmful to themselves, right? Is my broad point. I go, you know, chat. I don't want to tell you about my naughtiness. I go 74 on the motorway, even though I know it's safer to go 70, or maybe it's safer to go 65. What is the safest speed? Is, like, if you go, like, 10 miles per hour on a motorway, that's unsafe, right? But is it safer to go, you know, like, 65 than 70? Is it safer to go 50? Anyway, I do, you know, I sneaky, I go 4 miles per hour over the speed limit. Don't tell the police. By the way, thank you, Jira, for the gifted memberships. Hope you're doing well today. Soda is a drug. Oh, soda, I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm sipping out of my giant Creeper cup. I have something like a liter of Pepsi Max no caffeine in here. Caffeine, like, messes my stomach up in a way that isn't worth it. Especially at 8 PM, actually. Anyway, okay. Ouch. Anyway, so oh man, how did the baby zombie come back? I swear he was gone. Okay, I have to kill the baby zombie. I have to kill him. It's gonna be a nightmare to kill him. I'm gonna get attacked by a skeleton at some point. It is just a matter of time till that happens. So I have to like kind of lure him backwards and forth over here. By the way, but yeah, thank you, Jura. He does so much damage. Oh, what I'll do is I'll stack myself up. That's how I'll kill him. Can't get me here. Perfect. The spider actually can, though, so I'm going to deal with the spider first. Hope that no zombies hit me in the meantime. And definitely eat. Okay, see, look at that, chat. Just immediately, my life is over. Just over, chat. There's no more life for me. I could stack up. Not. Oh, God, stop, baby zombie, stop. I don't like what you're doing. You are harassing me, and it is not welcome. Okay, so we have to run him even further away from where we were, and then run him back. That's a zombie with a golden helmet and a sword. I think they're actually different zombies. Okay, so run a little bit further away, and then eat. And then I now can survive maybe a thing, but look how rough this is. You can get so close to death so frequently. If I sprint all the way back and jump and genuinely don't look back until I get all the way to my little triangle. Oh, what shape is this actually? It's not a triangle. I love heart. Maybe I'll be fine. Not holding out that much hope though. So that's a zombie of iron armor. Love some iron armor. Should we get it? I think we should get it. Let's punch him. Punch him. Just to make sure they're aggroed on me. Punch him. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting armor tonight, chat. I don't know if it's leather, gold, or iron, but I know we're picking up armor before the night is over. You too? Yeah, we're all coming in my little bunker. We're all getting in there. Don't drink soda. Usually when I do, I get 1.5 or 2 liters of Coke. I can see and feel the effects. It's terrible. My teeth feel weird. My heart races. See, I don't get any of that. I think if I'm leveling with you, I think 70% of bad things that happen to someone because of the substance, whether that's food, whether that's drinks, whether that's drugs, whether that's lifestyle changes. Like, running is really bad for your knees, right? But I get something out of running. I think, what's it called? Like, runner's high. I think I've never had a negative effect due to Pepsi Max no caffeine. I just kind of assume it's all backloaded. At some point, one of my kidneys will fail, or at some point, you know, something bad will presumably happen at some point. I just haven't got to that point yet, and I'm grateful to not be there. Also, if I'm just gonna be healing up anyway, I'm gonna deliberately eat my rotten flesh because it's a worse food for while I'm out and about. But while I'm in here, I'm 100% safe, and so I might as well just use it anyway. Get it out of my system, because I'm going to have to eat and heal all the way to the top regardless. Did I get any chest plates from that, do you think? I would bet not, based on how things go. Actually, no, I see something. I see something. It might be a chest plate, chat. Oh wait, is that an iron ingot? No way. No way did I just get an iron ingot. I did. Chat, I got an iron ingot. What luck. Within, like, my first 15 zombies killed. Oh, yeah, I'm putting this straight in the bundle. Yeah, 1 iron ingot down. We need 10 of those to get water. But to find 1 this early on, well, it's not even my primary objective, that's awesome. To get armor, even more awesome. I am a happy cat. I am a very happy cat, let me tell you. Anyway, so let's now jump our way out of here. Oh, and a wandering trader. A wandering trader just spawned at night? What is he doing there? I don't care. But I do need to make sure he is kept safe till the morning. That is crucial. Actually, I need to make sure I'm around him in the morning, which is very soon, by the way. So please... Okay, actually, let's... I need to get away from him and then come back. I need to get away and come back. I need to get so far away these skeletons despawn. No, that's a zombie. Right in my face. I need all those skeletons to despawn. I don't know why they haven't. Then we'll come back in there and get it finished. So I'm going to switch from rotten flesh back to regular food, because I am out and about. And I'm going to lock this guy in a little cupboard with just me and him. And I'm going to get a zombie nearby too. So please go stand somewhere near a zombie. That is my dream. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. So the zombie can't get him. Oh, no. No, the zombie's messed it up. You've messed... How much... Okay, chat. We need to work out right now, right here, how much damage does a zombie do if he's holding an iron shovel? There's no way for me to know this. I have to shoot the wandering trader with a bow. That's what I have to do. No! Oh! Chat, it is bad. It is dangerous. It is scary to be alive right now. I'm gonna punch this guy a bunch of times. Oh god. This is not how I want it to go. Oh god! Oh god, yeah, right, they attack you when you do that. He is gonna... Oh gosh. This is the worst time for it to happen. In fact, how about we don't kill him tonight? No, I need to kill him tonight so I get another one. They don't actually seem to affect each other's spawns in Bedrock, but they're meant to. So I'm gonna punch this guy a bunch of times now. Okay. Oh, did he just break my chest plate? Okay, so as long as there are zombies alive, he's gonna be able to drink more milk. How many arrows do I have? I have 4 arrows, 4 opportunities. No! Okay, so I just have to make sure he becomes invisible and then uninvisibles. So I'm gonna punch him a bunch of times. And then I have to make sure this guy doesn't punch him. But drink your invisibility potion, friend. Okay, there we go, perfect. So now, I need to make sure he gets away from the zombie. Is he far enough away yet? I hope he's far enough away. Go! Yes! Oh my god! Wow! Speedrun milk on a flat world. Wow. Jesus! That was so janky. I had no idea if I would kill him. I had no idea if I would kill him at the right time, let alone get those crazy odds on the milk bucket there. But we did, chat. And now I am a richer person, but wow, that's interesting. Huh. The only way that is going to turn into something special and unique, the only way I'm going to be able to do something with that is if I can find a second wandering trader that will buy milk buckets. And I need to survive until that second wandering trader spawns, and it's not long until phantoms spawn. So I've got to be careful here. Okay, chat. We're iron ingot and milk bucket in one night. That was the most lucrative night ever. And also, by the way, 2 bits of armor. 2 bits of armor which aren't immediately going to die. As long as I don't get immediately murked by a creeper, I'm in a great place right now. I'm in a very, very good place. So now here's the interesting question. If we get wood tomorrow, which is my plan... actually, no, wait, we need to do the... We have to do the, like, game theory on this. Should I kill the llama? I don't think I should kill the llama. He's done nothing wrong to me. So I won't do anything wrong to him. So instead, we will probably get back to destroying that chunk. And also... Yeah, during the day, we don't have as much that's, like, game essential. But I do think that destroying more of this area, having more of it be at Bedrock, is going to be a good thing for me. And so we might as well just get in here and do it. Let's just stop those slimes from causing me issues. Get the lead. Yeah, the lead is... The leads are rare and valuable, but also not actually, like... Right now, they're not. Right now, the lead is just a little item. What am I going to do with it, you know? Will there be another Wandering Trader show if their llamas are still there? Weirdly, it should affect it, but it doesn't. Chat, we have killed it. We have... I want to keep this on my hotbar. I want to make sure I don't drink it or anything, but look at this! Milk bucket! Milk. Bucket. So yeah, I drink the milk and milk a cow. Oh, I don't even have to worry about if I drink the milk. You're right. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Something I didn't even think about, to be honest with you. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to start killing more cows. and then start breaking this. Because that slime just makes me so worried about everything. By the way, General Delogu, someone suggested to get moss for this 1 emerald early on the stream. They might be the best idea since you could bone mill azaleas. Oh, I've never tested that. Is that how that works? Maybe you're right, actually. So if we get moss, can you bone mill moss for azaleas? Well, if we get a wandering trader with moss, we'll test it before we buy it from him. That's my idea. But yeah, as long as nothing tragic happens, we're on a good trajectory. I'm gonna have the strongest bones from now on, Geniox. Keep a cow in a hole. Keep a cow in a hole. I don't think so. The reason when I trade this milk bucket away, I'm gonna lose the bucket too, which seems crazy to do, but I think it's worth it to get emeralds because then I can trade for stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use milk buckets for a long time afterwards. It seems like a bummer. It feels like the wandering trader should buy your milk and not the bucket that it comes with. But the wandering trader, you know, he likes buckets. It's like the old cake crafting recipe. Do you remember how the cake used to forever require you to like it used up the buckets too? Effectively, every cake cost 9 iron for whatever reason. This is like the modern version of that, I guess we could say. So yeah, right now there's a bit of a danger point with this, and I don't really know how to fix easily. I guess if we break enough of the blocks around this area, nothing can easily just walk in and get me. And so that's what we're going to do for safety. Right now, chat, safety is so important. I don't want to lose this. Yes, you can bone mill moss for azalea. Then yeah, we might be onto a real winner really quickly. Wait, does he drink the bucket too? Oh yeah, maybe he likes milk buckets because he can... When does he ever refill the milk bucket? Or does he just use the ones that he gets from all the villagers over and over again? Or from all the players that he encounters? I guess it must be that, logically speaking. Build a wall, says Thomas M. Shall I make the wandering trader pay for it as well? It's a good idea. Also, please don't milk this for content, says the Matt Luigi. You know, you better believe I'm going to be milking this content all day, every day. I mean, like, isn't that the actual job of a YouTuber? Like, the stated job is always like, oh yeah, to produce pieces of content that resonate. And it's like, no. Your job is to find things people like and milk it to dear God. And hope that the milk is enough to feed your family so that you may milk the next, till the next milk harvest comes along. So, yeah, I don't want to use this milk bucket. Proceeds to use it to mine dirt. I mean, it's a bit of a flex to be using my milk bucket to mine dirt right now. There's no durability on milk buckets, you'll be pleased to learn. Anyway, yeah, I check tips. Thank you, Diluted Dante. When you're killing mobs like that on a funnel, put a carpet on top of you, it technically blocks baby zombies. Oh, that is smart, actually. Yours died to baby zombies lots. That is actually clever, yes. That is really clever. I think I should use that. If I make a trapdoor too, I'll keep that in mind for that. So yeah, this is a really cool, successful little world so far. I am amazed by how differently it's gone. I've got to admit, a skeleton horse is a much rarer find. I might go 1,000 days and not get one. But having a milk bucket on day one, just a game changer. No durability, but you don't spill the content. Yeah, you know, it's weird that I don't spill the content, right, Perrier? Yeah, it is very weird that I don't spill it. So, yeah, also please make a bigger space to hide from the phantoms that you can escape too fast. Yeah, that is a good idea too, actually. Maybe I should take this chunk and just put like a block above it. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. So here's my idea, chat. I put a little staircase down here. And then all the blocks like one above this will fill in. So just so you can imagine this correctly, it'll look like this.
Toy cat.
Hello.
Congrats on your well-deserved mob drops.
Thank you.
My daughter laughed at me when I yelled pick up the ingot before a zombie steals it. Here is your allowance.
It's good to see you, Pookie. I was thinking recently, like, you know, has it been a while since Pookie's been around? Or is that my, like, poor perception of time? Thank you for making me feel like it is my poor perception of time. It's great to see you. And, you know, I'm glad that your daughter is laughing at you. In a good way, I'm pretty sure. Happy new tax year in the UK. You know, it's funny, you were saying forever ago, like, Make America Great Britain Again, something like that, MAGBA. And I feel like I saw so many people saying that when current US president said he'd be joining looked into joining the Commonwealth. Very, very fun little thing there. Also, carpets can stop baby zombies. I knew trapdoors and slabs could as well, but I didn't know carpets could. Yeah, carpets feel like they shouldn't, but carpets mess with so many mob heights. Because so many mobs are exactly 2 meters and 2 meters. That'd be easier for the majority of your audience to understand. Anyway, Rule Britannia says CC250. Also, hopefully the US can join the Commonwealth. I feel like there is an interesting there's an interesting thing in the Commonwealth, right? Of like having very friendly ties, and I feel like it is a large benefit to most countries to join. But also, you get there's some number of people who are like, nah, it's just a colonial organization, something, and so having to deal with that, I guess, is like the one downside. But, you know, it's not a downside if you don't want to view it as one. Also, stream is laggy for me today. Refresh, chat. Always refresh. It should always fix most issues. I have a big, thing that shows me if the issue between me and YouTube is there. But sometimes YouTube has an issue of the public. Too many people streaming a Minecraft movie right now. Which, by the way, at one point you really could watch the weird pirated copy just publicly on YouTube. You know, Warner Brothers is taking down anyone who have, used an image of their thing without their permission. But also, you can just watch their entire movie without any edits. It's very interesting. Okay, so chat, we just need another... we need another Wandering Trader. But I am still going to be killing... in the meantime, I'm still going to be killing zombies. Getting more iron would be nice. Getting more armor would be nice. I think boots are going to be a stretch. But I could get, a sword, maybe. Which could be cool. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to aim for. If the next Wandering Trader doesn't buy milk buckets, I'm going to kill him and hope to get his milk bucket too. And if I get 2 milk buckets, great. I can use one for, you know, water needs. And so, yeah, now the Wandering Trader is actually not just a burden, not a burden until later, but actively might be a way to make this happen faster. By the way, we're almost an hour into this world and still don't have wood. You know, some would say I'm playing Minecraft wrong, but the tutorial I watched on how to get wood in Minecraft took an hour and 20 minutes. So I've just got to, you know, as long as I'm faster than that, I'll be fine. Okay, so please explode, but not too close to me. Thank you. I've got to be really careful about creepers knocking me into the path of, skeletons knocking me into the path off the creeper. One of my big fears right now. But yeah, we're just going to keep bringing creepers in to destroy this hole. We need this hole thoroughly destroyed. It's never going to be as beautiful as my terrifying hole in my Let's Play. But we can hopefully get close. So look behind me, just check for skeletons, let him blow up, and then finish off the weakened zombie. He should be much weaker now. Is that a skeleton? No, that's a spider. If it's not a skeleton, I feel very well prepared to deal with it. If it is a skeleton, all bets are off and I'm probably going to die. That's my emotional attitude. So, yeah, I could just kill the spider with my fist. Or I could let the creeper get him. If I get the creeper in this hole here... Oh, no. Ooh, oh, Jesus. Yeah, so when we get to 6 hearts... I'm going to treat 6 hearts as my half heart, chat. If I get to 6 hearts, I freak out until I heal. That is my strategy. Except, actually, this time I'm bringing the creeper in. Let's do it, you know. Let's see how this goes for me. Get the creeper in. Bring him into this hole. Let him explode nicely. Bring this creeper in. Make sure there's no skeleton behind me. Make sure he's deep in the hole, because the deeper they are in the hole, the more the explosion works, it seems. Oh, ouch. Works great. Yeah, lots of destruction done. Getting closer to having a leveled hole, which is nice. So now let's get some zombies, though. The creeper destruction is a nice thing to do, but I also want to make sure I get some zombies with some tools, you know? Like, if I had a shovel, that would be nice. Like an emergency break of the dirt. Doing that quickly might save my life. So getting more iron would save my future. Let's try and do both of those things. Do creeper explosions drop every block that's broken? Nope. You always lose dirt in the explosion, U-cube. But right now that's important because I have no way to store things. I have no chests, and so eventually my inventory is going to fill. Which means that the dirt that I'm mining has a, you know, like a... I effectively don't want to mine too much dirt right now because I'm going to be wasting the dirt. Not that I need, like, that many piles of dirt, but if I'm going to mine dirt, I should do it later. And if I'm going to explode dirt, I should do it now. If you think about it from, like, an efficiency standpoint, you know, one task should come before the other, sort of a level. So let's go inside of here. See if the zombies join me. They are choosing to. Very lovely. Oh, wow, that guy was so weak. I guess the creeper explosion really took it out of him. Also, I'm going to make a Toy Cat Explains How Babies Are Made video with stream clips. You know, Ad and Sony, if you want to post it on the AbbyX4Cat channel, feel free to be in contact with Dasher, who's been a very good steward of the channel recently. Might be a fun thing, assuming you don't want to post it on your. I know a lot of people. That's fun too. But I know for some people they're like, ooh no. But what if the people who are, what if my friends and family see this one? You know, it's just like the Minecraft movie, right? I think everyone actually okay. This is one of the things that I thought about that like kind of broke me recently, chat. So the I spoke to someone recently who had basically gone through every one of the same hobbies as me. It was kind of cool. Like, it's nice to, like, see someone who is similar to you, right? Like, or rather, it's nice when people have the same shared hobbies. I've been really into Trackmania recently, and it's just one of those games I just assume no one in my life... Oh, God! I just assume no one in my life has played Trackmania, because it's a pretty niche game, right? So I'm gonna kill the zombie first, and I'm gonna attack the skeleton, hopefully without being attacked back. I might get a gold helmet out of this if I'm lucky. Walk left. Eat beef. Oh. So I'm going to try and attack in that little area of hitbox where I can hit the skeleton, but the skeleton can't hit me. I think I'm doing a pretty good job with it. And I think there's another zombie coming, so I'll be careful. But yeah, so I spoke with someone recently who had shared most of the same hobbies I'd gotten into recently. You know, again, including Trackmania, which is cool. Even actually, my editor Harrison's played Trackmania. I didn't realize until it came up in a conversation. It's kind of cool. I know, like, I think that's why conversations are fun, is because you realize, like, oh, there are people who share my little, you know, my niche video games. Although I don't think Trackmania is that niche. I think it's probably like one of the 20 biggest games out there right now that could have gone poorly. But still, it's in the top 20, you know, it's no Minecraft. And even Minecraft, it's the best-selling game of all time, but there's so many people whose experience of Minecraft is like, oh yeah, I've seen it in the store. I watched a Minecraft YouTube video once. You know, I don't know, it's interesting to me. I have a friend, I have a couple of friends. They met because of Minecraft. They both worked on the same Minecraft server. But despite, you know, like, running a Minecraft server for all those years, they're still, like, deeply, you know, like, they like building in Minecraft, but they never explored the rest of the game. A lot of people on this channel, you know, like, really deep in updates, never diven into Redstone. The Redstone farm people, there are entire YouTube channels whose whole reason they play Minecraft, and the whole reason they like updates is because a new update means new farms to make. They have no interest in, like, going and looking for a mace or, like, any of that noise. They love the idea that, you know, like a new... I think the cactus flower is the newest one. A new block can theoretically be farmed. And that's their entire thing. Like, so, you know, even within Minecraft, it's kind of like... Oh, yeah, not everyone cares about the same stuff you do. I love long-term survival worlds. I love people who love the same stuff. I've never heard of it, not gonna lie. I made a video on it, actually. Or a stream. I played the Minecraft maps inside of it. I thought it was so cool there was like a crossover. I was like, it's an opportunity to share my... Oh no, I'm gonna die, chat. I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm not gonna die. Thankfully. But yeah, we've done a really good job clearing out this chunk. I haven't done a good job on getting more iron or more anything. But it's okay. Zombies don't actually drop that much iron. And I've got 4 more, just to try it, just in case. Although I might as well get these 2, because they're so close. Oh, free. Perfect. So I'll leave those guys there. And I'll pick up these guys. And that's 7 zombies, I think. Which is a pretty healthy number. Then we'll make it easy for them to get over here. Just make a nice, easy path for them. And that one spider that's joining. And let's kill some zombies, chat. Let's kill some zombies. So I have no choice to not being a redstone. I've tried. I'm just too stupid. I can get into redstone, but then I'm like, okay, this was fun, and then I stop, and then I forget, and then it's. And I think so. Something interesting. The thing that like blew my mind recently about this chat is I heard about this really interesting idea that for most of human history, we've been able to, the amount of knowledge and information we've been able to share has been more or less equivalent to the amount that we can do. Which is to say, like, it would be pretty easy to die feeling like you tried everything if you lived in medieval England. Because you statistically probably have. Especially if you weren't, like, disastrously poor, which actually most people were. But, literal peasants, right? So I'm going to punch these guys out of there just to get them in. They're on fire now, which is scary, but we'll just still keep going, trying to get some extra stuff. But yeah, like, imagine, like, you could probably try everything there was in the world in the 1000s, because there just wasn't that much. Or rather, what there was, you wouldn't have known about. How many hobbies were there in the 1000s? Not that many. You spent most of your life trying to survive. And so the other stuff you could slowly get done over a lifetime, because there wasn't that much of it. And then we had this, like, huge increase in like, what we could do in, like, the early 1900s, I would say. The, like, commercial air travel went from being, like, a niche thing in the 1920s to, like, oh yeah, pretty much anyone with, like, a lot of money could do it if you're willing to take 7 stops on the way to Australia in the 1940s. To, like, oh yeah, anyone can do it. It's like a real treat in the 80s. To now, it's like budget airlines make international travel like an assumed part of a lower middle class lifestyle, right? Like you can work as a if you are a receptionist at the dentist, like it's assumed you're going, to Mexico or Spain or something like that, right? If not this year, then at some point in your lifetime. And so the as the amount of like stuff that we've done has increased, the amount of like information we had kind of went alongside it. But then I think recently our information diet, our information consumption has exploded. You could argue this was due to social media. I could pinpoint it even more specifically on TikTok, because their algorithm, air quotes, is the best. We will feed you the information that we think you will want. And so instead of you going out and seeking information on like a new hobby, you will be thrown a new hobby, or you'll be thrown a new place that you might want to go, or a new type of food you want to try. Have you seen this viral restaurant? I need to mention this because I love getting effectively food recommendations from like Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever. I'm very lazy, and I like knowing that places are good, and I trust the random influencers of YouTube Shorts to give me a good deal. But basically, one of the ones that I keep seeing, it goes viral. It's called Tram Shed, and they just make jacket potatoes. It's a potato that's cooked with raw cheese and some beans. Like, it's the most simple home food, but like they've got like a funny Irish guy on the talking over it, and it's like, yeah, this is the best. But like the fact that you can find about a place that just sells potatoes that has a 3-hour line makes you want to go like, I want to go to that place now. But what about all of the other places you get recommended? So like even within just the one realm of food, there is so much you can discover. And then within the realm of hobbies, there's so much you can discover. Within the game of Minecraft, I have been playing this game for 15 years. That's not true. The game's been out for 15 years. I've been playing it since 15 years ago. And I've been playing, actually, since I think 14-ish years ago. I've been playing Minecraft most days for 13 years, I think is the easiest way to summarize my point here. But I've been playing Minecraft most days for 13 years now. But despite that, I still would say that there are huge sections of the game, like Redstone and I think farms, broadly speaking, that I don't actually know that much about. I know, or you know, like I know that Redstone is exciting, but I've got a Redstone YouTuber that I follow. Like a mutual, I guess. And they're always talking about like, oh yeah, this is the revolutionary way to do a 3x3 door. This changes everything. And I'm like, I have no clue. Calling cheese raw feels weird. Well, on a cooked potato, you'd expect the cheese to be cooked, right? Or on most foods, it is. I think grated cheese raw. Raw is the wrong word. You're right, actually. I guess uncooked. Yeah, really cooked cheese is the weirder type of cheese. Oh damn! Minecraft is old enough to drive now. Not in most jurisdictions. Not in Sweden, I guess is the important bit, which is where Minecraft lives. You know, is Minecraft an American game yet? Would you say? Every time I load up a new world and it says, are you sure you don't want to buy something from the marketplace? I think that it has become an American game. But, you know, is Minecraft pre-melted? Yeah, pre-melted and melted cheese. I think those are the two forms that it comes in. Side note, but the moment we get a Wandering Trader, we have like a 2 in 5 chance of being able to turn this into emeralds and being able to do stuff. I am so excited. This is the most progress I've ever made in hardcore Superflat. I've never gotten emeralds before, chat. Even when they're obtainable from Fox's mouse. So I am excited. Also, not in the Philippines, our age of driving is 17 for non-professional, 18 for professional. Oh, wait, I think it's 21 in the UK if you want to drive a bus. I don't know if that's professional or not. I recently have come to the hot take. I think 13-year-olds should be allowed to learn to drive. I've recently decided that is my take, chat. I think that I think we could even make an argument, you know, if I think one of the weirdest things about driving is we all decided it was a public good that we were going to spend so much of our money on, but then we made it required that you learn about it, and then for some reason, despite that fact, made it something that your parents had to be able to just drop $1,000 over the course of, you know, like 6 to 10 weeks in order for you to be able to learn to drive. I think that is one of the wildest, like, you know, unspoken inequalities in the world. Like, oh yeah, you know, there is this thing that lots of jobs require, that the world just assumes you can do, especially if you don't live in a city. It's one of the reasons people like living in cities, but just so you know, it costs a bunch. And also, we're still going to spend thousands a year teaching you science and maths and things that might be useful, because if we taught you how to drive, then I don't actually know why we don't. But we do not. Anyway, so so it was just the most basic looking food. The potato trams in Preston, been going for years. Funny, it's a viral thing now. It was a regular lunch when I worked in the town. Yeah, the lines are so long now. And people love long lines. This is the wildest thing to me. It's always been true, but in the age of social media, you should never be going to a thing with a long line unless you like the line. Because, you know, if you want to find something that's good in the category of potatoes, you don't need to wait 3 hours for it, right? Or even, let's be generous and say 3 hours is the most it'll be. Let's say it averages like only 5 to 10 minutes. You don't need to wait 5 to 10 extra minutes for the potato there. There's probably a potato that's just as good somewhere else. But yeah, like basically what my point with that is, now that we have so much, it's the same way that like when I put out a video about the capes, there are a lot of people, so there's a lot of Minecraft YouTubers who don't follow Bedrock, and so I've spoken to a bunch of people who are like genuinely never watch my videos except when I'm talking about capes. There are a lot of them, surprisingly. A lot of YouTubers who are like, yep, I just watched the IBX Toy Cat Cape video because I want to know how to get mine as quickly as possible. And it's like, isn't that interesting? Right? I guess like the news videos, I've spoken to a surprising number of YouTubers who are like, yeah, Minecraft news is important to me, and I'm not always following it. And I used to think, like, how can you not? It's so inherent. But then I realized, like, this is kind of how all hobbies, or all special interests, all hobbies, all things that you can be interested in work. someone tries to tell me about something that's really special and important to them, like you might love keeping up with new, I don't know, home construction techniques because it's your job, or maybe not. Maybe it's just fun to you. But if I try and learn about it, it's just not going to stick, because some things just are or aren't interesting to us, right? But because we have so much more information now, we can find things that are interesting. I can find so many... Chat, I've got 100 places I want to go and eat in London. If it weren't for the internet, I probably would have like a dozen on my list, maybe. Recommendations from friends. But I can have recommendations from friends, and in the same way you can learn about the sorts of things you'd have to learn about on the playground or from, you know, the newspaper. You can learn about from your boy who loves following Minecraft news. That's me, by the way. I hope you watch my videos. Or if you want to learn about weird ways to play Minecraft Survival, you can watch multi-hour live streams of someone doing it. And I hope that if you're watching this, you love this challenge as much as I do. You think that spending the amount of time that I'm spending right now is a very reasonable thing to do. Also, yeah, when do we get new members-only path videos? I just got a brand new type of Iron Brew, actually. It's called, like, Iron Brew 1901. It's full sugar, and it gets me curious, you know, do you feel... How much sugar would I have to bathe in before I feel it? Or actually, I think non-sugar sweetener is cheaper, right? I wonder if I bathe in aspartame, if that will kill me. If I bathe in sugar, will that kill me? If I bathe in salt, how would that be? Oh, yeah, I bet you could, like... I bet you don't need that much salt to fill a bathtub to the point where it feels like you're in the Dead Sea. You know, I did have a trip. You know, see, okay, there we go. This is a fun playground. One kid never stops talking about Minecraft. Literally never, Dasher, except when I talk about the, the metaphysical concerns that come with the idea that we have so much information now that you can never complete any interest you have. I will never have gone to every good restaurant that I want to go to in the world because I'm picking them up so much faster than I can complete them. I am learning about 4 brand new places I want to go to every day. Maybe one place I seriously want to go to every day. But I can only eat 3 meals a day, and realistically, how many meals am I eating out? If I ate out once a day, that would be like concerning, right? But it's my dream in life to get that much. But it's still like, I'm never going to be able to eat everywhere I want to. I'm never going to be able to do every hobby I want to. I want to be, you know, like, I don't know, like a really good Trackmania player. I want to do lots of things, chat. But I'm not going to be able to do all of those things that I want to do. Because the world is just cruel that way. I will never see every wild snail in the world. You know, Carlisle, that's beautiful. But yeah, but like, you know, for example, something like that, I feel like you wouldn't actually want to see every snail, but you might want to see every type of snail, right? And if you lived literally even 100 years ago, you might genuinely think there's only 5 types of snail. And then you might see them all, and then a new one might be discovered that you can find about via your... Oh god, no! Oh, okay. Chat. Stay free. It's a rough day for me. Should I kill the phantoms? I will never befriend every person in the world, and that's okay, says Dasher. That's a very wholesome goal to have. You've made one internet friend, and he's the... Now's the time for the Factor or HelloFresh sponsor read. I know, I need more food sponsors. I think it's cool. The amount I've spoken about food, there are like people who are like, yeah, I'm a foodie. I like watching Toy Cat. He'll always give me some like good food recommendation. What I'm stuck on right now is like high quality chicken burgers. They next to the actually chat. This will change your life. 1 or 2 of you right now watching this are statistically going to go to the Minecraft experience in London. Now the thing that will change your life is knowing this, right? Okay, so I'm gonna run out here real fast. Go. Where's the creeper? I saw him a second ago. Blow up right here. Do it. Do it. Just stop before the phantom gets me. Is the phantom gonna get me? Nope, I'm just hiding inside. Can't get me in here, can you? So, let's get... Should I get that skeleton? Feels a bit risky to get the skeleton. So, yeah, we're just gonna lure another creeper over, and we're gonna... They seem risky, but I think they're the chillest thing to attack right now. Let's just get one in. Look up. No phantoms, we're good. So, let a creeper explode there. Oh, I'm loving the success rate we get here. then go hide inside for a second. I'm going to dig this tunnel even further, just to really make sure, you know? Like, if a baby zombie got in here, I'd need to be absolutely sure he wasn't going to get me. I think we've probably accomplished that now. Oh, there's a spider above me. So let's run back out. Any phantoms, chat? I don't see any phantoms. So let's go get some zombies and bring them inside. So that's a zombie. Oh, that's a zombie with a shovel. An enchanted shovel, too. One of those would be pretty cool, gotta say. Oh, God, the phantom got so close. He's still coming so close. And just like that, I am wondering... Oh, and that's my helmet gone? No, my helmet's fine. I don't need respiration. But it would be nice to have, right? So let's break that, and then we can attack the skeleton's feet. Just get it in the feet. Nice and good. Oh, please hide underground at night so you get some good gear or sleep. Oh, what? How did he attack me there, chat? Maybe it's because I was crouched? That's wild that he managed to attack me through that, right? Can we all agree on that? Is Toycat mob-proofing the area? Yes. Poorly, apparently. I'm just going to sit in the corner. I'm perfectly safe in this corner. Nothing can hurt me. I am good. I've got my milk bucket. Not going to get that I've got 2 potatoes now. Nothing can take away my milk bucket. So 2 potatoes and a carrot are going in there. Same with the raw chicken and the feather. I'm just not going to be killing those mobs. And then we'll start organizing the inventory around the other items that I'll probably want. So dirt is obviously going to make up all the top spots. I'm going to switch out the cat for a leather one. I think that's the logical move here. Patiently waiting for Toycat to finish his fall. So we have so much more information. You know, Dasher, I only finished 55% of thoughts. This isn't one of them, except I'm going to try. So, because we are gaining so much more information than things to do, you can never live a truly fulfilled life in the way that you might before. Like the idea that you could just die and be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, at least... How? What is happening? Has he got thorns on him? That's what it's got to be. He's got to have thorns on. You're talking about chicken burgers. So yeah, if you go to the Minecraft experience, next to it, there is a place, and that place sells... It's called Chicken Sours. It's the best chicken burger you can get, as far as I know in London at least. I've tried a lot of chicken, and theirs is so good. And so, yeah, if you're at the Minecraft experience, you're probably going to eat sometime before or after it. There's a place. There's my recommendation. Use the bow. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I've only got 4 arrows. Yeah, that's how you deal with... Oh, I got him. Did I get his drop, though? No, I got an arrow, which is nice. But yeah, he just really destroyed me there. So I can't go out till I've got full health, because phantoms will just immediately murder me. I need to sleep soon, chat. I cannot function at nights right now. And nights are a whole part of the day for me. So now I have to deal with that creeper. I don't realistically know how. I know he might kill me if I'm not careful. I guess I'll get a piece of gunpowder. After a certain point, Superflat Survivor Series becomes very boring. Once villagers are obtained and iron is gathered, you cannot progress. There's an interesting point in that, the theory. I think that you might be able to address, if that's your like worry about playing it yourself, you might be able to address that by playing one of the new custom Superflats. And yeah, I feel like there's always something new to do within Minecraft. You're right that if you get to 1,000 days, you probably eventually will always be in the same place. But that's why I think it's extra fun to like add the hardcore element for me, because I have to be alert all the time. Is there a phantom out here? Not that I can see. So let's eat. Let's find a zombie or a creeper, or a zombie and a creeper. Let's get the creeper to explode, then let's get the zombies. So, creeper, nice and simple. Just do your thing. And then zombie. Let's go get him. There is a phantom right there. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Did I avoid him yet? Oh, no. Oh, so painful. So a second phantom would just immediately kill me, by the way. If I were to let him. Which I obviously will not. But let's get this iron shovel, potentially. It's a 7.5% chance. Let's hope. Let's hope that we can get that 7.5. Imagine an enchanted iron shovel, chat. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Exactly, Roy Browski. Yeah, I'm... I'm like, oh no. What if we get to the point where we have an iron farm? I'm like, man, I am so far away from that point. I don't know how I can... I don't know how I can imagine being there. But yeah, also, I'm looking forward to being able to build very differently. You know, have different building ideas and visions. Also, the bread with the cheese and the chicken sauce. You're counting the chicken, bread and cheese, man. Don't you be counting that chicken. It is not hatched yet. Or is it before they're hatched? Were we counting our chickens before? Anyway, so I didn't get an iron that time, sadly. Very, very sadly. But now that it's nighttime, and there's probably not any phantoms, let's grab this creeper. Let's lure him in. Do you see a phantom? I don't see a phantom. Let's just get one last little piece of value from him. No phantoms yet. No phantoms yet. Let's just get the creeper right over here. It's a little bit close to my liking, but still did a nice bit of destruction. And we're good. So now it's daytime. I think I was hoping to have some zombies left to kill, but we're just going to wait until another Wandering Trader spawns. If it takes a few days, it takes a few days. I'm perfectly happy and content to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, chicken. 5, 6, it's elementary SpongeBob. I don't know that reference, Roy Browski, but I'm glad that you are enjoying making it. Maybe I could make a dark area during the day. Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. If I make a day dark area. Specifically, I should make my day dark area not a slime chunk. So, how about I make it like right over there? Yeah, let's make it like a little bit further away, so it doesn't mess with me at nighttime. So 4 chunks away is the minimum I need to be. So from this corner here, chat, this is minus 63, 0. I should go all the way out to minus 63, minus 63, or plus 63. So let's just go to 80. And let's just make a daytime dark area. So 80 is the first corner. And then... yeah, let's just daytime dark area, chat. I should... yeah, mobs will spawn on it if I'm not careful. But, whatever. Let's make it 3 high or 2 high. 3 high just makes me feel less claustrophobic, I think. Daytime darkness, chat. Are you excited? Don't ask me what value I'm getting from this yet. Later I can turn this into a mountain or something. For now, it's just a way to get rid of some extra dirt. It's a way to prevent phantoms from spawning. And, you know, maybe there's other benefits too. I don't know. Actually, we probably should build these walls out, because the walls will stop the light from getting in. So just to show you what we've got so far, with just this little corner, you can see the darkness should already start to be seeping in. Look at that. Instead of light level 14 over there, it's probably like light level 6. Free high will spawn Enderman. Yeah, free high will spawn Enderman. So 2.5 high would be like my dream. But in the absence of 2.5 high, I think I'm perfectly fine with this. So this takes me all the way out to 96. And it's not that dark in there, so let's go further this way. Eventually, right, it will be dark enough to spawn mobs in the day. Which seems cool. Also, cool band name, Daytime Darkness. You're right, that is a cool band name. Chat, if you want to be called Daytime Darkness, you know, actually, Daytime Darkness is a cool name for anything. I think there are some names that just inherently, like, fit inside the brain well. It's the same reason why rhyming just feels good, right? In fact, actually, can I extend this even further to the, can I extend this a step further and say, the reason the Minecraft movie is so memeable to some people, is they love the way that Jack Black talks. Because Jack Black is deliberately just saying words weirdly, and something in our human monkey brains is like, ooh, weird word, me likey. Dirt slabs when. You know what, Polly E? Yeah, dirt slabs would be really cool. Also, Polly E, your username changed yesterday, but it's changed back now. Do you just secretly have 2 accounts, or did you change it back on purpose? Free high means you get ender pearls sometime in the future. But do I want ender pearls sometime in the future? There's the question you need to be asking, and I don't know what the answer is. Its juxtaposition, the brain likes it. Yeah, it is interesting how many things the brain just likes that way. And how much of society is set up because our brain likes things. It's interesting, right? Not me, says Hentastico1. Yeah, I also think, though, that any single trend that exists inherently creates a counter-trend at the same time. Because for every person who likes something, there's going to be someone who doesn't like something. As a contrarian, by belief, as a big contrarian, I can confirm this is true. Chat, do you think it's dark enough in there yet that we're finally going to be getting our hands on a... do you think maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to see some zombies spawn in there? I don't know if I necessarily even want zombies in particular. I'm just trying to pick the block. So this goes out to 96, which is here. So let's build it up. And easy go. There's a whitey thing on comments. I don't know why. It's nothing to do with me. That is a very interesting truth, Polly. I wonder what the longest name is you can have on a stream. Because that could be a part of it. That, like, if your name was too long, it would mess up chat. So it has to be shortened at some point. Also, Flint and Steel. Like, yeah, like people going to the movie and memeing on it are like, oh, it's not just the fact that he's saying chicken jockey. Chicken jockey isn't a funny thing. It's the fact that he's saying it in a funny way. And in a way, you know what the funny thing about it is it's like, yeah, I don't know. I've got lots of thoughts on the Minecraft movie, chat. It needs some more darkness for a darker daytime. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be at least 4 chunks wide then. We could later turn this into a mob farm or something, I don't know. So I'm Polly 8005 when commenting on videos. Interesting. Best Steve quote from the movie is definitely the never. You know, the fact that it's fun just to say Minecraft things in a funny voice, though? Isn't that something incredibly interesting? Okay, now it should definitely be able to spawn mobs during the day, chat. And also, conveniently functions as a shield for the night. Oh, there's a creeper! So it's not... You know, I'll lure the creeper all the way back home. So I'll bring the creeper out. So the creeper's going to follow me out. And then I'll see if another mob spawns. If I get 2 creepers to bring back home, that'd be a nice something, right? I've used up most of the dirt that I've mined, actually. So now I've got an opportunity to just go mining at home. But hopefully another mob spawns in there. Like, it's clearly dark enough to spawn. They just haven't. General Chungus is my favorite self-insert character. Isn't Ramadan over? Isn't that what Eid is? I always think I understand it every year, and then every year I learn differently. I learned this year, Ramadan moves every year. Because the Islamic calendar is 10 months instead of 12. There's a lot of fun facts about the way that Ramadan works. Small side note. No, not going to make the side note. Yeah, which block do phantoms spawn on? If it's the highest in the chunk, place 1 lazy sub-chunk and all phantoms spawn up there, not causing problems. Oh, there's an idea, maybe. I think... I don't know enough about phantom spawning. Again, my farm guys watching this are like, Toycat, you played Minecraft for 13 years, you don't know about spawning of the phantoms? It's the most useful mechanic in the phantom farms that we make. But, you know, such is life. So now I'm going to destroy all the way to this corner here. I think having more... like, more creepers explode here is a bit risky. They might go into neighboring chunks. So let's break these blocks. Now let's take a moment to appreciate what we've done here. Look how much destruction there is. And then let's add to that destruction. Fix the creeper hole. The creeper is getting exercise. Yeah, it's nice to take a creeper for a walk every now and then. They certainly appreciate it. Also, no Wandering Trader yet. We got off the... Oh! No, that's the same guy from earlier. Should we kill him just to make sure that we... You know, just in case? You know, it's sometimes nice to have superstitions. Could you not just double depth the dirt to make a smaller dark bit? Double depth the dirt. I don't know what that means, Polly. The Phantom of the Spawner, says Plume. It's the best you can do in the circumstances, I'll concede. You can get a fish bucket from free emeralds from the Wandering Trader, then bone meal dirt under the flowing water to get infinite water. Oh, yeah, actually, Bearded Man 8319, that raises the question, is it easier to get water from iron or from trading? It's the cool thing about the trading. It's opened up new options for so many things. Anyway, yeah, now I'm going to just make a bunch of blocks in my inventory, make sure I can hold dirt. I'm going to kill this guy, and then break a few more. Maybe we should break blocks at night. No, that seems dangerous. I'll break blocks underneath my this thing at night. So I'll make this go way further in both directions. All the way over here. And then I can break blocks underground without being bothered by anything that doesn't actively choose to follow me in there. Which is a good thing, I believe. 2 times deep/wide. I don't think less light gets through if the dirt is thicker. You get me? Like, it's going to be just as dark here with 1 block there than with 2. Do you see that? Like, there's not less light getting in right now. There's either light getting in or there's not light getting in Minecraft. In the real world, there's a kind of part to this, because some amount of light can get through, say, glass or wood. Can light get through wood? Some amount, right? It'd feel darker in a bunker underground than it would feel... You know, why is that true, though? Anyway, so I mean, lots of fun theories here. Speaking of fun theories, bread and cheese man.
Non-cheese containing meal consumption has finished. I feel empty despite being filled with steak and on an island.
Bread and cheese man. What a beautifully deep comment that was. It's something I'm going to be thinking about for a long time now, and I'm glad that you could bring such a philosophical bent to this stream. But yeah, chat, do you think there's too much information and not enough time to do things with the information? Or do you think we've always had too much information? It's something I've been thinking about, that I think I do have too much information to live a life where I feel like I've done everything. And so now I'm starting to, like, list out everything that I want to do in certain time periods and be like, can I actually... You know, like... It'd be nice in life if you could just be like, I'll do all the things I want to do. But if you've got too many things you want to do, you have to start, like, prioritizing, right? That's a scary thought to have. But that scary thought is my reality. I might die to a phantom if I don't fix my life right now. So I have to eat immediately, and I have to look out for a phantom, because I'm going to shoot them if I see them. And then I'm just going to go underground, chat. I'm going to go underground where the phantoms can't hurt me. And it would be nice if a Wandering Trader joined me under there. But if he doesn't, that's okay too. So, yeah, as much as I would love to fight some zombies right now. Okay, let's get 1 creeper exploded, chat. Let's get 1 creeper. It's clearly not that dark yet. So we'll get the creeper in this little hole here. Just make him... there's so many creepers, chat. The game is tempting me so bad. But let's just let the creeper explode, you know? Let's just let him do his thing. Get so many blocks for me. And then let this guy come over to my little hole. Oh, the Enderman is scary. Just let the creeper do his thing. Okay, that's a skeleton. I have to kill him first. I do kind of need the, what's it called? The bone meal. So I will suffer through this. Although he hasn't come down here. Oh, God. Annoyingly. I have to put the block on the top just in case the skeleton does come. And now I'm going to work my way over to the other underground area, chat. Is it possible to create a phantom trap? There are ways to do it, but it's not something I've anticipated. So my current solution is be underground where the phantoms don't get you. Because I need this bucket of milk to be turned into something. And I do need to mine some blocks underground anyway, so we might as well take advantage of that, right? But yeah, why was I even doing the blocks underground without the... Chat, what is the okay, so I'm above the ground now, looking for phantoms, not seeing them. Creeper, come explode. Just right here. Wonderful. Is there there's a phantom, there's a phantom, there's a phantom, there's a phantom. Can't get me. Then we run out. We get the creeper. Oh, there he is though. No, 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 no. Okay, we got the creeper away. I mean the phantom away. Please, just explode. Wonderful. Okay, so now we get the second creeper that's just over here. Lure him down here. Knock him into that corner. Explosion. Little bit overkill. Oof. That could have gone very poorly for me, chat. And that's a reminder that this is hardcore. And that I can't just keep assuming that everything will be perfect forever. Because it might not be. It really might get me murdered at some point. So there's lots of skeletons and lots of zombies. And there's still going to be phantoms in the sky, I've got to remember. Let's just go down here. And whatever follows me, follows me. Okay, nice. Will something follow me? It's weird that it's not, right? I think it's maybe busy attacking each other. So I'm just going to be mining dirt with my fist. I need dirt, chat. And this is a safe way to get dirt. It's not that light in here, but it's all I can do while it's night and there are phantoms. Reminding me even more that I think I need to trade for wood ASAP. It is so crucial that I get wood, chat. There is very little I can do without it. Way too reckless, says Tyler Kavaskas. Yeah, it sucks because I know I would be making a bigger impact on my world by clearing out that chunk. But I also know that I need to make a bigger impact on this world by being alive. That is the danger of hardcore. You have to make certain decisions that take away a 0.1% risk. Because you know that you want to be able to take those risks later when they mean more. Just like life, you know? Yes, if I'd accessed the information we have now, the materials we had in the 80s and 90s, it'd be extremely dangerous. We used to be able to dry saltpeter from the drugstore. What is saltpeter? You know, let me Google. What can you do with saltpeter? Why would it be so dangerous if I learned about this? So I'm not going to hey Google you guys right now. Saltpeter. It's potassium nitrate. Saltpeter, what can I do with it? What does it do? What can I get high? What can I high? Can it be used as a drug? It has no effect on carnal urges. Instead, there's a myth about that. Is it edible? Oh, you can make it into gunpowder. Wow, you know, that seems concerning. So, yeah, chat, if you ever want to make gunpowder, no, wait. Undo what I said. Vaping and gunpowder are both bad, chat. Thank you for not Googling it. You're welcome. You're welcome. I've heard it's given to prisoners to help them not get bricked. That's an interesting thing that you have heard. I hope that it is true. Oh, sorry, it's not a myth. Yeah, there's an interesting space, but also it goes boom. I would love to block. You know, as a teenager, I set so much on fire. So much on fire. And I think it's the natural state of being a teenager to run around setting things on fire. I think there is no greater joy, no better feeling. But that does also mean problems for a world that is not wanting to be on fire. So let's get this spider killed. I don't need... Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's kill the skeleton, I guess. You know, it's nice to get some skeleton kills in now, I guess. Getting some bone meal is good. I can make a bone block. No, I can't. I don't have a crafting table. I can use the bone meal to make grass. Oh, I do need bone meal, chat. I need so much bone meal. I'm gonna try and get hay. And so and also I'm gonna make moss. I need bone meal quite badly, so this is actually great. I found something that is useful, that isn't so risky that I literally might die any second. That's what I love to see. You can't buy it anymore. Yeah, you know, okay, there's an interesting change. Because we all now have access to all the information all the time, we also have access to all the dangerous information all the time. And what's annoying is information shouldn't be dangerous in the right hands. But in the wrong hands, it objectively is, right? And so this is oh man, don't knock me out of my way. I'm gonna get phantomed. I don't like the idea of dangerous knowledge. But I do have to concede that if people don't know that certain, you know, you can make napalm with two very common household objects. Have you ever, the Anarchist Cookbook is a thing that was put out basically to try and give as much illicit information to the world as possible. And it's interesting because we all have this, like, understanding that, you know, freedom of speech is very important, or especially Americans, I should say. Very important part of your entire culture is that you should be able to say anything, and unless it's actively damaging to someone's reputation and unfactual. You can damage someone's reputation and you can tell lies. You just can't do both at the same time. But unless you're actively doing both those things at the same time, then, like, no one's really that bothered about what you say. But now in the... Okay. Bad times again. I need to dig this hole deeper. Might end up getting me killed otherwise. Yeah, it's, there's a really interesting ethical dilemma of, like, okay, now if people know that that one chemical, which presumably has real uses, can be used to make explosions, then we can't give the explosive material away. It's the same, I was just mentioning this with, cold medicine. Thing is, Toycat, you can't get hay because you need a hoe, which needs a crafting table, which needs wood, which needs a sapling, which needs emerald. No, the furry, I thought about this one, and a sapling costs 5 emeralds, but wood costs 1. So it might even cost 1 for an infinite amount of wood with Azalea. But, yeah, if a sapling costs... Oh, looks like daytime is coming. If a sapling costs 5 emerald and wood costs 1, then I can use that 1 wood to get myself to a position where I can get more emeralds by making a hoe from the wood, growing a bunch of wheat, making a hay bale, using a crafting table to craft it all together, all of which can be obtained, and then boom, what have I just created? So I'm gonna... I think I want to kill the skeleton more than the zombie, so I'm gonna punch the skeleton once. Oh no, I don't. No, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna shoot the skeleton. And I'm gonna shoot the zombie. That way the zombie will die to my hit, and if he did drop an iron... zombies don't drop their rarest drops if you don't kill them. I don't know why that is true, but it is true. And so I was working around that annoying restriction. Okay, so during the day, I think it's worth me going to my weird dirt cube and making it even weirder and dirtier and cubier. Also, go still after iron, since you can craft and sell buckets later on. Without the fermented spiderite, you are locked out of the most profitable trade. Yeah, that is a good point. It is sad to lose the most profitable trade, but also very understandable. Yeah, let's just slowly make this bigger and wider as we go. This is my daytime darkness area, chat. It exists to create darkness during the day. It is very simple, yes, but that is what makes it so beautiful. So it is using a lot of dirt, a surprising amount, and it hasn't produced a creeper in a while, which is how it pays its rent, you know. But I think that's totally fine. I need to eat up anyway. I should probably eat my... No, I think I'm fine. I should definitely eat things, though. So, chat, where's my Wandering Trader? It's day 5. I got my first one on night 1. So, I think today is Wandering Trader Day. I think that statistically speaking, that's what's going to happen. So, I'll keep my eyes peeled for... Oh, that's a witch. I can't do anything with a witch. Annoyingly. So, where was the Steve's Villager dungeon in the Minecraft movie SMH? Totally agree, Jaden. Needs more realism. I've got to say, I had this, so I write down a lot of video ideas every day, chat. You know, some of which I think, you know, I later decide aren't that good. Some of which I'm like, that's too complicated. Like it's not going to work or be easily communicable. But one of my ideas I had today, chat, that I probably won't do, but just wanted to share so you understand that, is, will the Minecraft movie change Minecraft? Because the mansion's boxing room has been used for nothing before, right? It's like had lore. The room effectively had a bunch of lore to it. And given that the chicken jockey seems to be people's favorite in the movie, whether for dumb reasons or not, very arguable. But couldn't you therefore argue, if that is true, that you know, therefore that it's worth like going through and updating now? Do you think I've got a full stack of leather now, by the way? Oh, I could make so much leather armor. If I just get one tree, I'll be so much more armored than than I've ever been this early in the game, chat. I am excited for that. I hope not. You know, that it's an interesting stance to have. But it's like, you know, did Minecraft's development change after Minecraft Dungeons came out? Oh, Minecraft Earth is another interesting example. The theoretical answer was no, but we almost added the Moo Bloom to Minecraft, despite it being a Minecraft Earth mob, right? We didn't in the end, so I guess the point is moot. The Enderman scene is genuinely really good. Yes, it steps back from the Minecraft canon, but genuinely sick. Oh, yeah, the Enderman scene, I think the Enderman scene is a great example of why movies can take an idea from the video games and can do it. You know, it's like how when you turn a book into a movie, you can show things visually you couldn't explain in a book. You also, there's a lot of things you can't show visually that you can explain in a book. And that's like, as someone who reads a lot of books, it's sometimes annoying, you know, but you just kind of understand. But I think the same is true, like, playing a video game, effects have to be a certain thing. You can't have an effect that gives you flashbacks. Oh, the Wandering Trader! 1DT! So because he's a special creeper, I have to make sure I get extra value from him. So just sit him down here. And, oh yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. So now, okay. Please buy my milk bucket from me. Sir. Will you buy a milk bucket? It's the moment of truth, chat. This is the moment. He's either going to buy it from me and everything's going to be good, or if he doesn't buy it, we're going to be ruined. I hit my recording on if you're curious what I just did there, why I paused. Come on. 1DT, yes! Okay, so now I've got an interesting decision to make, chat. I have to do the maths on this carefully, but I have 2 emeralds, and that is, oh, look, he's actually offering me dark oak wood or pale oak wood. I didn't know he cycled between them. Have you seen this behavior? This is, oh, and he's also selling me his other things. This feels like a brand new thing that I've never seen. So, chat, I can theoretically, with these 2 emeralds, I could buy a flower, and I would be insane to do that. I could buy a lily pad, and I would be insane to do that. There's no water. I could buy a blue orchid, and I would be able to make blue bundles and blue wool, but not much else. But dark oak logs or pale oak logs are very much worth buying. In fact, he'll even buy hay bales from me, so I can immediately sell stuff back to him if I can get it, which should be my goal. So here's the question. A wooden hoe can get me 33 tilled pieces of ground, which in theory can then get me 33 pieces of wheat. 33 pieces of wheat is more than 1 hay bale, so it's worth doing. Chat, I'm making a big bet on myself here, and I'm buying pale oak wood. That seems insane because it's not renewable like a sapling. Does he have saplings in here actually? No, he doesn't. But I think it's what I've got to do. I think it's what I'm going to do. And also it means I can sleep to get rid of phantoms. I'm not going to turn it all into pale oak planks yet, but a crafting table is a necessity. There's no way I'm living life without one. Let's do it. And the second necessity is going to be a bed, I think. I don't think I could live without a bed any longer. So let's just make a bed. Obviously, not going to be a pleb bed. I don't know, no pleb beds for me. So grab one of these. Actually, I want to find myself, ideally, a red flower. I think I'm worth a red flower, chat. Do you not get red flowers on Superflats? Anyway, the reason what I'm doing right here is also secondarily valuable, because it's going to get me a bunch of seeds. I hope. A blue one, that'll do, I guess. So this will get me a bunch of seeds. Blue dye activates. Take that with my bed, and I've got myself a blue bed! Chat! Oh my god! This is basically a speedrun, Toy Cat. It's only day 5 and you have all the luck. I know, I am amazed by it. I've got a respawn point! This is everyone's dream in hardcore. I finally achieved it. How wonderful. Okay, now begins the much harder process of trying to get actual value from the Wandering Trader. Every single piece of wood I use is a piece of wood I can't use somewhere else. I've only got 8 of them, so I have to be very, very careful here. But I'm going to go for some sticks. I'm going to go for a hoe. Then I've got 1 spare pale oak plank, if I need it. And now we're going to break all of these with my fist. And we're going to pray we get at least 9 seeds, chat. 9 seeds is the dream. Less than 9 seeds is not. I have 0 seeds after breaking about half of them. Oh god. Why am I not getting seeds? Okay, that's 2 seeds. I need 9 seeds right now. 9 seeds, and I am in a great place. Come on, chat. Wait, you're not... It's not chat. Game RNG. You're not chat. Why won't you change my game RNG for me? Okay, so 2 more seeds. Oh, there's a patch over there, actually. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So I'll actually start planting these down now. Right over here seems good. Why not? A little bit just further away from all the stuff. 1, 2, 3. Immediately plant so it can't until itself. 4, 5, 6. Immediately plant so it can't until itself. 7, and plant. I have to make sure every single till of this iron hoe gets used to its maximum value. I have to become very... Can I break ferns and get seeds, chat? Or is it just grass? I don't know enough about ferns. Oh, you can. Perfect. Okay, that's 9 I've got right here. Which means that if I just immediately... okay, I have to plant those immediately. Do I have enough bone meal to then just immediately grow this up into a hay bale? Oh, I might. I might, chat. Oh, I got pretty close. So now... just harvest. I think someone said use a hoe once, but I'm not going to. That's 5 seeds. That's 5 seeds. That's enough now to make 2 more pieces of dirt. Okay, so I've got now 6 pieces of wheat. That's 2/3 of a hay bale. I've almost got my emerald back already, chat. I've almost flipped that, I guess you could say. And now I'm going to build a little wall around this just to make sure nothing gets in. Yeah, I think that's the minimum I should do. Then I break this with my fist. If I keep the wall at, like, this height... Oh, yeah, like a slime could just really mess this up. Actually, like, let's run away. Because the baby slimes could still get under there, in theory. I don't want to have any of that. I don't want to have any of this. I'm going to sleep immediately tonight, because I don't want to have phantoms. It's going to be a great night, chat. Great returns on investment. I know, I'm feeling the smugness. I think this... Genuinely, I'm at the point right now where I think we might be doing better than a regular Superflat with a bonus chest. Because I would not have emeralds at this point. And now I've got 1 emerald, and it looks like I'm about to build it into more. But yeah, I need this guy to stay a little bit longer. And I need it to be daytime, because that's when I'm going to get the most things. Or should we wait for nighttime to come a little bit, chat? Yeah, this is a ballsy decision, but it's one I'm going to make right here. If nighttime just comes in the tiniest amount, then skeletons will spawn. They'll die in the day. I'll get their bone meal. That is more effective. So it's what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to let the skeletons spawn. I'm going to make sure I see at least a few skeletons near my bed, and then I'll sleep so they'll die in the day. Then I can bone meal some stuff, and hopefully get 1 hay bale trade in minimum before this happens. Before he spawns, because he's got a maximum time. And then we have to work out, do we want to kill him, chat? How long do wandering traders exist for? It's 20 minutes, right? So that's the skeleton. He's got a chest plate on. That's an enderman. I feel I almost looked him in the eye. So that's 2 skeletons. Let's get this skeleton slightly closer to me. We have to be very, very careful. Oh, no. No. Did I look at him? Chat. I think I looked at him. I hope he just despawned. But I think I looked at him. I can hope, but hoping is only so much. So that's the 1 skeleton, that's the 2 skeleton. The wandering trader has milk bucketed up. Oh god, he's so close to my bed. I have to watch out for phantoms. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just gonna grab my bed. Oh god. Oh no, I just want to be in bed right now. I don't want to be in bed. I don't want to be dealing with this, chat. Oh... You cannot sleep now. Mobs are nearby. I could craft a second bed. Oh, man, I should have kept the bed on me. I felt like having it in a fixed location was smart, but it was the opposite. Just sleep. But I couldn't sleep. There was a skeleton on my bed. You said you'd sleep immediately, says KD. I'm sorry. I needed the bones. Sometimes you need the bones, you know. But the things we'll do when we need bones is beyond concerning, let me tell you. Let this be over. It says Arabic Minecrafter. I totally agree. Block yourself in just in case a baby shows up. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I should make more blocks this way. Just on the off chance that happens. I do have defense mechanisms too. Next thing you know, you're falling into the void for no reason. It's a Bedrock moment. Okay, so there's no skeletons immediately outside. I hear one though. Oh god, immediately I see them too. So now we run over here into this little hidey hole. Chat, why is my bed being guarded by skeletons? Who decided that? Who decided that was how it was going to be? I have a complaint to raise with those people. Okay, so we're going to heal up fully, and we're going to try again. I'm going to put on my better hat, because this is worth risking it over. Nothing is worth losing the world at this point. I know! The RNG I've got is too good to give up on. Okay, that bed is almost safe. I'm going to put this on the ground. Yep, I'm going to put it on the ground. Oh, that was a phantom. Okay, and then we're just going to go to bed. Now I'm not going to get re-phantomed. Just right here. Just immediately. Just don't kill me anything. No! I said don't kill me! I might die now, chat. If a phantom gets me, it's over. And a phantom can get me. I don't want it. I don't want this. Why is this happening to me? It's driving me crazy, chat. How this has happened? I just want some skeletons dead. I don't know why that means all of this has to happen. I'm wasting my wandering trader time. I'm under a time pressure, and it's making me make worse decisions. I should have kept the bed and brought it inside, but I thought if I sleep sooner, less chance for phantom. But somehow there was a spider following at perfectly the right distance where I could sleep, but where I couldn't finish my sleep. You will not die, says Real Bratsky. Thank you, I need to hype talk myself. You're right, I will not die. I will not die. Oh, I should have made leather armor, by the way. I should have made leather armor. Yeah, that honestly, if I do die, I will blame it on the leather armor, not on this. Wanting bones is smart. Also, I'm letting the crops grow right now. It's got some importance, I think. Eat one more. Okay, go, 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 go. I'm doing it this time. So the phantom hitting me, near enough an inevitability. Okay, so going nice and wide to get to this bed. And then just going for it. Just going for it, but then putting it inside. I'm going to lose something potentially by doing that, but it's fine. There's nothing inside here that will or can hurt me. Chat, I've realized the downside of trying this too. So I have to just dig a real long way this way until I can sleep because there are no monsters nearby. This is the most frustrating sleeping moment I've ever had, chat. I just want to sleep in safety. Just let me sleep. So I'll mine this way. I'm just going to make it the longest tunnel this way, chat. Can I sleep there? Nope, monsters nearby. I'll go further then. I'm going to keep going till there aren't monsters nearby. And eventually, I can hear them directly above me. I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. I've never been so intensely worried about my ability to sleep, chat. The moment tonight is done, I'll have leather armor and there'll be no more phantoms. Every other night is so chill in comparison to this one. But this one also happens to be under extreme time pressure. Come on, where are these mobs? These mythical mobs that are preventing me from sleeping. Right there. They're directly above me everywhere, apparently. There is no place in this world where mobs aren't. Oh, except there. Perfect. I might wake up in the bedrock because of the position of this tomorrow, but thankfully I didn't. The bed's staying there for now, and we're going to go outside and just make sure that we punch a few zombies, and specifically keeping creepers alive is nice, but I want skeletons. That guy has a hat though, so oof. Yeah, creepers are nice, but I specifically need skeletons, and that guy has a hat. It's the one skeleton that could immediately die, but he's choosing not to. And so, do I have the arrows for it? I could make like 3 long draws at him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 2 bones. Worth it, chat. All of that stress, 100% worth it right now, let me tell you. Now I'm going to quickly craft myself a leather chest plate. And some leggings and some legs. Not going to color them yet, don't have that time. But look at that, now I've got some extra armor. Everything is chill, I've got some bones, I've got some armor. I've got my crops growing. Life is good. Life is good. I have gotten past the most stressful night of this game. Every other night is chill by comparison. I have to sleep every 3 nights. But I'm probably just going to sleep a little bit every night. And I'll let the creeper blow up. And then hopefully, yeah, we're going to get a second creeper explosion over here. Removing even more slime spawning potential from the world. You love to see it, don't you? Oh, okay. Now, is the Wandering Trader still around? He is. Yes, he is. So be real quick on this. Don't want to put that there massively. Bone meal. We bone meal the highest up crops. Oh no, chat. Oh no. So this one is ready to harvest, and indeed, plant more. But even with all that bone meal, we still are not at the point where we can... We're at 7 wheat. We need 9 to make a hay bale and get an emerald, but we need both of these to grow. How do you make crops grow faster besides bone meal, or how do you get bone meal in the day? I should have stayed out longer. Should have waited for more skeletons. I lost my nerve too easily, and now I'm suffering. I did not know slimes can spawn on bedrock blocks, says Axel Radio. No mobs can spawn on bedrock blocks. It is a weird piece of behavior, but it is a piece of behavior. Yeah, I'm really worried about my Wandering Trader just despawning and me being stuck with the... I can trade with it later, I guess. That's not... I'm under some time pressure, but yeah, I can deal with it later. Worst case. But really, I want both of these wheats to grow. They're so close, chat. Just one tiny little stretch of growth will get me there. But yeah, composter, says Carlisle. Yeah, is a composter worth it? Is an interesting question. Do I have anything that I can compost? Because a composter will take a lot of my wood supply. And so I have to really think about that carefully. Composter with imaginary extra wood, says Chilliest Bean. Imaginary extra wood. Not a bad idea, that's for sure. Not the worst idea I've ever heard. So as long as that slime doesn't bounce towards my crops, I'm just going to stay here. If he does bounce towards the crops, we'll despawn him. I want to spend all of my time within the simulation distance of these, hoping they grow up, and praying that they grow up. And then tonight, after I get my trade in, I'm going to kill the Wandering Trader and get his milk bucket, so that I have something to trade for the future, or worst case, a bucket, right? So we'll despawn the slime. Goodbye, slime. Appreciate your custom, but not anymore, I don't. Or in fact, should we keep the Wandering Trader in a different chunk? And then, you know, I don't know what we're going to do here. You could plant your potatoes. Oh yeah, good point, Holly Naraska. Let's grab one of my potatoes. Let's plant it. I like keeping the other one as a souvenir. But let's have a potato over here. Just so it's growing, right? And then we'll leave the slime just hanging out over here. I don't want to kill the slimes. Shall I make some slime blocks? I think I've got enough slime balls now. I don't know what I'd use them for, but I can finally start to like make blocks that have a value, chat. So that's kind of exciting to think about. Yeah, I'll run this way. Oh, actually, there's some rotten flesh and dirt to pick up. I'll run this way so that my crops stay simulated, but the slime doesn't. Come on, please grow. Please grow. Is this what being a farmer is like? Do you just sit there desperately worried about your livelihood, yelling at your crops all day? I think I'm starting to see the stresses of the job. Can you compost flowers? Yes, but do I have enough flowers to compost? Probably not. If I had shears, I would, but whole different problem I've got to solve before that is a problem. If you grow crops in a row next to another type of crop, they grow a little faster, says Wolf Boy. That is true for the real world, but to the best of my knowledge, it's not true for Minecraft. There's a lot of things that feel true in Minecraft because the placebo is a powerful thing. Or rather, coincidence means that statistically, If you're looking for something, you'll probably find evidence of it. I guess that is placebo. Like, if I tell you that Pepsi Max, no caffeine, makes me feel less tired when I wake up, you might try it. And if you don't feel less tired when you wake up, you'll be like, well, I guess it didn't work for me. But if it does, you'll be like, wow, there is something magical in Pepsi Max, no caffeine, that makes you less tired. And in fact, actually, for some number of people, if you're already consuming caffeine, it might actually have the benefit that, you know, like consuming less caffeine means you are less caffeinated, which means you are more asleep when you are asleep. Because all caffeine does is make you not awake. Or, sorry, it makes you not asleep. Makes your sleep receptors not do their job correctly. Makes you like a questionable farmer in Toy Cat World. Also, yes, I'm Irish and praising potatoes. I'm Irish too, Holly. I'm actually, I'm really excited. Oh, heck yes! One more wheat. This has definitely grown. One more wheat for me, chat. I am now missing just 1 wheat growth. And then I can sell a hay bale to your boy, getting myself back to 2 emeralds. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good, it is. It's going to be real good. Truth is, crops grow slower is if planted next to the same type of crop. Is that actually true, said 6? I think that's also not true. I think that both of those facts are just as fake as each other. I don't think the wheat checks what blocks are next to it. I think the wheat is quite neutral on that fact. Yeah, what how can I get bone meal during the day besides fish? I could get a lot of flowers, but not actually. I could probably get enough from 1 composter to just about get 1 bone meal, maybe from all of these flowers. I don't think I would though. I think I'd be wasting my wood on a composter unnecessarily. So instead, we'll get back to mining dirt with our fist and hoping that this changes tomorrow. You can see if skeleton in the mob farm. Oh yeah, true. That's a good idea, Carlisle. Thank you for the suggestion. Torches, says Druxardo. Would love to have torches. Daytime Darkness. Daytime Darkness! Chat, let's see if everyone's favorite band name has produced everyone's favorite mob. I can actually check without physically seeing by doing one of these peeks. Oh, not very well. And then we run away, and we'll do another peek in a second. Obviously, my crops aren't actively growing while this is happening. Oh, also, I have no way to really easily kill a skeleton. But we're just going to peek past it, and then run some more. Take another peek, run a little further. Take another peek. Look a little this way. Take another peek. Get kind of concerned. Build a few more blocks here. Just make the daytime darkness slightly bigger until something in there spawns. Come on, I every time I've been so worried about a skeleton, this time I need them. That's a spider, not a skeleton. I'll come back later. Or should I just go all the... No, I'll come back later. I think because I'm waiting for literally 1 crop to grow 1 tick, I might be faster staying near the crop. I think that is my move. So, yeah, daytime darkness is very lovely, but sadly not contributing to this. Then once you have water, you can go fishing. Yeah, going fishing would be incredible. I think if I trade this guy 2 hay bales, I can genuinely buy a bucket of water, and then I can cause all sorts of mayhem. Because I can then sell the bucket back for 2. So effectively, I can buy water for 1 emerald, chat. I would love to buy water for 1 emerald. I think that would be a worthwhile decision to make. But come on! Come on! Especially because it'd help my crops grow faster, giving me more access to emeralds in the future. It would be an investment, I tell you. Okay, so... Also... No, I think having water would just be nice. So, the trader sells buckets of fish. Yeah, exactly. It's wild that you can buy water, but you can't buy lava. I will die on this hill. But you can. It is how that is. So now I'm going to get my bed nice and ready. Because tonight, chat, I'm sleeping the moment I find a skeleton as the easiest way of killing that skeleton. Killing a skeleton with physical hits, real hard. Killing a skeleton with daytime, real easy. This wandering trader cannot have that long left. So I've got to be quick, but come on, just grow a little bit. Just a little bit. You can do it. You can do it, wheat. Just one more little phase. We'll be good to go. So in the meantime, break some dirt. We've still got lots of it, thankfully. Making daytime darkness a very real project worth following. So, yeah, I haven't seen a single skeleton yet, but it's not quite nighttime. Also, if a skeleton does spawn... Wait, did that grow, chat? No, it didn't grow, right? It's like a less dark yellow when it's grown, I think. I am fairly sure. Also, should I kill the Wandering Trader? No, I'm going to keep the Wandering Trader around. He might be able to stay around for way longer than he's meant to be. So let's get this creeper in here. Oh, that's a skeleton, right? So I'll get my creeper to do his thing. And then I'll sleep because I see a skeleton. It's just one skeleton, but one skeleton is all I need. Ouch. Although if I could be greedy, 2 skeletons would be nice. There we go, that's a second skeleton. I've been greedy, now I'm sleeping. Unless a creeper walks in while I'm sleeping, I'm not going to die. Now I need to make sure, both skeletons still there. 1 skeleton, 2 skeleton, perfect. They just have to not despawn now and not kill my Wandering Trader. That guy might kill my Wandering Trader. That's a real possibility that he does that. Okay, he's invisibilitied. Oh, actually, it's still not looking great, is it? Okay, he's dead, and he dropped just arrows. He's dead, and he dropped bones and arrows. So, the zombie is dead, which is great. And my crops can grow. Bone meal, gotten. Which means finally, chat, we're here. Yeah. I didn't get... Okay, I got the wheat, it's fine. I'm going to grow these just a little bit here. I'm going to keep 2 of that around, just in case one of them grows more. And I'm finally going to make my hay bale, chat. The hay bale of joy. This hay bale is worth an emerald. Look at this. Yeah, he's not offering me an emerald, but you get the idea. 2 emeralds! 2 emeralds. Plus, now I have wood. I have 5 wood, and I've got 2 emeralds. And I think I can make this trade a second time, so ideally... I think we're kind of reaching if we expect to do that another time today. But it's very good to imagine, I think. And honestly, if we hang by these crops, maybe it'll work. And so, if he does do that, we could immediately buy water, put the water and the fish somewhere. We'd have fish, and then we'd be able to sell back the bucket of milk. And end up with 2 emeralds. Wait, does he buy? He buys buckets of milk for 2 emeralds, right? Yeah, we'd end up with 2 emeralds and water and wood at the end of what, like 7 days? I am amazed at this speedrunning. Keep checking the dark spot for skeletons, it's worth it. Yeah, I think you're right, Carlisle. I do think it's worth checking the dark spot for skeletons. I should have set it up the other way, so it's dark facing away from me rather than towards me, but you know, I did it for geography reasons, not for... You know, one of those things that's worth thinking about before you do it, I guess. Let's just run over there. Let's see what we get. I'd need to probably have 2 more skeletons, or like, good luck from a skeleton. Should we kill the zombie? Let's kill the... Oh, it's 2 zombies. Yeah, let's kill the zombies today. We'll kill them near... Oh, okay. Makes the job easier, I guess. We'll kill them near the crops was going to be my plan. But I don't think I'm going to have a chance to do that. So yeah, as long as they die of daytime while I'm punching them, I'll still get their drops. It's how I understand their mechanics work. Could be wrong about that. I am on fire after all. Didn't get anything. Doesn't make a difference. Any skeletons? Just a creeper. I don't know what to do about the creeper. I want him, but not bad enough to bring him all the way home, you know? So we'll bring him like halfway home, and then we'll go back and check the daytime darkness. So, very lovely to see you, creeper. But I've got different interests in here. No skeletons. I'll just bring him home. Whatever. Hello, creeper. You're my new pal. Plant the carrot. Yeah, I should plant the carrot. You're right. I should plant the carrot. I don't want to, Godzilla. But you know what? You make a compelling point, and you have a green username. And so I know it's not a mean point. You know, I can read your message with a slightly nicer tone attached to it. Later on, when wood is plenty, now wood is limited and composters are a waste. Exactly. Composters have to provide a lot of value for me, and they're just not guaranteed to do precisely that. Oh, that was weird. The way there's a delay in the slime spawning is very weird too. Has to be said. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out here, watch the crops grow. If we get multiple crops to the yellow point, that's great. But yeah, I think I think we might just have to accept we're killing this Wandering Trader for a bucket. Because he's going to despawn soon otherwise. Chat, yeah, I think that's the plan today. I either get multiple skeletons, which, you know, very real possibility. Or I'm killing him for a milk bucket because I know I will find another trader who will buy one from me later. Yeah, we're going to make the callous decision to kill the goose for the golden egg. Because I'm worried that the goose might not be around soon. And might not be able to give me any golden eggs. So let's build this all the way out to 96, I guess, which is more blocks this way than it was before. And let's build the walls up. And that's a spider that spawned while I was working on it, which is very interesting. Just make a few extra blocks of darkness. Hope that a skeleton spawns as part of that. So I run this way a little bit. Have a little bite. Definitely going for a lot more food than I was before, so good to pick up some more. And come on, 2 skeletons so they could attack each other. That would be great, chat. That's a zombie and a baby zombie. Oh, thank God they die in the daylight. Have baby zombies always died in daylight? I swear they didn't, chat. Am I crazy for thinking that? But yeah, let's kill them both. We got a creeper and a spider now. Is that a skeleton? No, it's not. Yeah, it's crazy. You always get so many skeletons when you don't want them. When skeletons are inconvenient, they are plentiful. And now they are convenient, we are getting none. So we'll bring both of the zombies out here. Hopefully not the baby. Yep, of course we got the baby too. Do not like being on fire. Do not like it in the slightest. So we'll kill this guy. Jesus, you might kill me. I hope not, but you might. Oh, yeah, this is bad. Oh, no. I killed the other half of a chicken jockey, chat. So, yeah, definitely if I'm doing that poorly with baby zombies, skeletons are looking pretty dangerous, huh? So, yeah, there's just the spider. Me getting a skeleton seems very unlikely right now. And that is a bit of a disappointment. I would love to have one. I think if I got 3 skeletons today, I'd get a brand new hay bale, and I'd get water. But I have to concede, it's looking unlikely right now. I don't have a proper way to deal with them right now, to be fair, either. So maybe it's for the best, we could argue. But yeah, let's keep hoping anyway. Chicken caught in the crossfire. Yeah, exactly. Chicken did nothing wrong. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, that's 2 skeletons. Okay, attack each other. Right now. Yeah, there we go. That's the dream, chat. It's the dream. One of them kills the other. And then the one that doesn't die is going to be way weakened. Oh no, he started attacking me. How did you get bored of attacking each other? That is never... What sort of behavior is that, chat? Okay, so this spider is very frustrating. Will he de-aggro on me? No, it's because I've attacked him, right? So I need to eat, but I can't eat with a spider. They're bad for that. I need to kill both these skeletons. I've got 4 arrows, so actually one strong hit on each. 2 strong hits on each. Okay, that's a bone. That's a bone. That's great. And a bow, confusingly. They drop so much more often on Bedrock. I think a lot of held items do, actually. Oh, that's got to be the bug, right? Okay, so he's now fully dead. Did he drop any bones? No, he dropped an arrow, which is great for getting that back. Now we're going to just leave here. So 2 more bones, chat. I think we're in something special. I think we're talking about maybe getting a second hay bale today. And we can get 2 or 3 more bones in there. I think at least 3 more bones, if we're being real. I've got 2 bone meal. So, oh, actually, there's a skeleton, right? So let's get the skeleton to attack the zombie. Just have to stand right here. And then watch the mayhem unfold. Okay, so I did my best, but my best was not very good. And now I've got a skeleton. Will another...
Manifestation of skeletons.
Manifestation of... Thank you, Sparrow Song. No one has ever said that in their life before. This is the rare and unique circumstance where, yes, please manifest us some skeletons, chat. I'm gonna have to kill both of these guys. I'm just... This is why you need to stop slime spawning, by the way. That big slime is actually a giant threat to my life. In a way that seems like a joke, but is not. So we've got another skeleton and 2 zombies. I'm going to let the zombie cause the problems for the... Come on, go do your thing. Okay, so... we attack from behind. Come on, come on! Yeah! Okay, did I get bones from that? I think I got 1 bone. That's 1 bone, yeah. Not been a great day for it, honestly. 2 bones. Maybe if it's probably slightly better than if we'd hung around the farm, but not by much, chat. I think I think today's skeleton haul was not good, is all. I've got a witch and I've got 2 zombies now, which is great. But yeah, the daytime darkness has proven to be useful, but not as useful as I would like. So I'm going to hang out over here, because we're going to get some skeletons spawning. Do I still have my bed on me? I think it's in the little thing down there. We're going to deliberately give some of this bone meal just to a wide variety of crops right now. Actually, I don't think I should. I think I let them grow themselves, and I decide based on the ones that grow naturally which ones get bone meal. And we're waiting for skeletons, and the moment we see... Let's say 5 skeletons, chat. It's risky, but I can take a risk. 5 skeletons, and we'll go to sleep. I'll make sure there's as little spawning area and, like, tricky places around my bed as I possibly can. And I'll put my bed, like, right... Actually, I'll just keep my bed in my inventory. I don't need a respawn point, right? So, I'm thankfully... That is the fun thing about hardcore, is just not having to worry about respawn points. Although, we kind of want to kill the Wandering Trader, right? But if he's around right now, if we get 5 skeletons, we don't need to kill him. He can live if we can find 5 skeletons as tribute, I guess. So that's 2 skeletons, right? No, that's 1 skeletons. So I'll keep the 1 skeleton though. Oh! Is it thundering, maybe? So just 1 skeleton so far. Hoping for... Oh, baby zombie. No, chat. The baby zombie is the ruiner of dreams. The ruiner of all things good. We shouldn't go to sleep if it's actually raining, funnily enough. That's my official belief on the matter. I'm gonna eat here. Oh, okay. Ended up just fine, surprisingly. Oh no! Oh, my armor! Oh! Went so badly. Okay, so I'm gonna run over to him. Hope the baby zombie doesn't work it out in time. Oh, okay, of course I can't just run towards a skeleton. See why that was a problematic decision. I've got 2 skeletons now, chat. But that is still... Oh. Just 2... 3! Okay, 3 skeletons. And I will have to cancel out rain, which means I'm losing out on thunderstorms, but I can't use thunderstorms that well right now. So, I'm just going to go to sleep right here, right now. Don't get baby zombie, don't get baby zombie. Oh, okay. This is frustrating, chat. Baby zombies are by far the worst mob in Minecraft. I think everyone needs to agree on this and universally appeal against their existence. Oh, what happened? What's happening? Oh, no. Okay, and there's another baby zombie. What a good evening, chat. What a great evening to be alive. Oh, yeah, I love all the baby zombies and the way that they make me not able to eat to heal myself. I don't know how this happens at the frequency which it does, but you better believe that somehow it does. So I'm going to trap the baby zombies in a box. That is my new plan, chat. I'm just going to put walls up here. And now there are no more baby zombies to deal with. And now we've got 2 skeletons. I'm going to turn that into more. Stack up. Stacking up is dangerous if there's any skeletons nearby. That's why I had to... Also, how is there another baby zombie? Okay, yeah, Minecraft is perfect at throwing the wrong mob at you. Have I ever had 3 baby zombies in one night? No. But the first night where I desperately need to be quick is where it's going to happen. It is a beautiful, sometimes the world feels like it's against you moment. But today, we must not let it be. Okay, can't get up here. Baby zombie's trapped in the hole. That's great news. Now we come back for the bed. And we are just going to sleep near the nearest set of skeletons that we find. Because, yeah, I think we just got to do that. So, now we can find skeletons in relative peace. They've all despawned because I had to run so far away from saving my life. I'm just looking for a skeleton. Ideally 4 or 5 like I had before. 4 or 5 skeletons, then a nice place to sleep. Hey, the rain nurtures your crops. Oh, that's a good point, actually. I wonder if rain and night is better than, like, sun and no rain. Also, oh, the baby zombie's murdering him! No, he's murdering the baby llama, weirdly. Okay, well, that's news. Didn't know that could happen. New weird mob interactions just dropped. That skeleton has armor on, so he's the worst type of skeleton we could possibly get. But the worst type of skeleton we could possibly get looks like the only type of skeleton we will get. So that's fun. Yeah, I think the baby zombie sees the wandering trader. There's something weird happening there. Oh, chat, it's over. The baby zombie has managed to ruin everything for me. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. We're fine. He's not ruined everything in my life yet. Just most things. So that's 2 skeletons. I'll just stack up and go to sleep, I guess. Get on this side of them. Actually, let's just sleep. Go. Baby zombie is not going to catch me up in that time. There's no way. There's no way. How did he? How? What is wrong with you? Why do you exist? Ah. I've never been so frustrated by a mob's existence as I am right now, chat. This is the beauty of the challenge, though, is you gotta do what the game gives you. Sometimes the game is giving you some hot feces on a plate, and you've got to say, what delicious meals can I make from this? And that's what I'm doing right now, chat. I'm gonna make you a great meal from a questionable recipe that was passed down from my... Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Just... No, okay. So I'll jump over to this, actually. I can fix all of this mess in the morning. No! No, I'm dead, chat. I'm dead. No! No! I hate it. I hate this all. I am so frustrated by the way that this world has been working. I cannot express the way that nighttime randomness is making me feel. But right now I don't get to express it. I get to focus on safety. I should not be at this health level. I do not want to be at this health level. I want to be safe. I cannot be safe. That is not an option the game has given me. So I have to sit inside for a little bit. Fully blocked up from the world. I am feeling a lot right now, chat. I am very aware that this run has come down to the margins today in ways that it should not. That is something I need to think about. It is too dangerous for this to be happening this often. The baby zombie is outside. How have they started spawning so much more often? You could build a house as Elysian temp. Peace was never an option. I just don't understand. Like something just started happening. So let's eat some raw mutton, I guess. It's not a chicken jockey. Boring box time. We do have to be in the boring box for a bit. It is true. Okay. Out of the box we're gonna go. What will we find there? I don't know. I'll wait till I hear one more. And then I'll eat. Okay, let's run. Oh no 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 no. I knew that was a possible. Baby zombies have faster AI than other mobs. I don't understand how that can be true, chat, but let me tell you that is true. They just react quicker in ways like every other mob is so sluggish, but not the baby zombie. He is onto everything you can think of. I cannot stress to you enough, chat. I just want to kill some skeletons. I want some skeletons to not be alive because I let them die in the daylight. And the baby zombie just runs too fast to make that a reality. Yeah, okay. Is that the baby zombie going towards? No, it's not. They're too loyal. I am having a bad night. I don't know how to even solve this problem, chat. If there's a baby zombie, do I just say I give up on everything and try again? I think that's... Oh, it's almost day. So we just run around and... Oh, it's not... It's raining, so... Mobs in the day. So we just have to hope. Stop running after me, baby zombie. I don't give you permission. I do not consent. You cannot do this any longer if I am saying no. And now we make the run all the way back. And we hope that he forgets about me before I get there. I don't know if the fact that I see a chicken spawning. The only mob I'm left with today, chat, is a damn baby zombie. I have a lot of colorful words in my head for this baby zombie. He's messed me up. He's made me feel lots of negative things today, chat. So I think it's only fair that we at least kill him. It's the least we can do today. Thank God he's gone. I think maybe that's what I've just got to do in the future. It's just too risky with all the skeletons, though. So did the Wandering Trader survive? Is an interesting question. I am guessing he did not. I think I've ended up without a milk bucket and without the bones to make more emeralds. That was handled suboptimally then. I should have just given up on the... I should have given up on the baby zombie, boxed in the Wandering Trader. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Also, eat it, says LOC Temp. You're right, I got some fresh baby zombie. Let's eat my new fresh baby zombie right now. Yeah, he's delicious, isn't he? Bad mob. Terrible mob. So, yeah, what can we make right now? We can make a banner. I shouldn't make a banner. None of this is really worth definitely making. Some slime blocks. Yeah, I could put those somewhere fun. But otherwise, chat, yeah, I'm currently just going to be waiting for a second Wandering Trader. And that second Wandering Trader is where if he gives me moss, or if he gives me saplings, or if he gives me any of the right trades, the next couple of hours of this world might be where I enter having renewable wood, chat. Are the other baby zombies still in the box? Oh no, there's a 0% chance they are. So I should start destroying these little dirt structures I've made. I'll leave the pillars there, but I'll try and destroy everything else. You can open a shoe store of those 13 leather boots. You know, Droxada, that's a great idea. It's interesting that the baby zombies aren't in the box, but they're not. So we'll just break these blocks besides these ones. I like leaving a little bit of, like, a remembrance in this world, you know? But here we are, after day 1. 8 days played. And honestly, a pretty successful 8 days. It looks like we lost a crop overnight, which is a bummer. But it's raining today, which is great news for the crops. There's going to be a lot of growth. And, just before I forget, as we end up today, I'm going to plant this carrot. I think it is an important thing to do. And so it's something I am going to do. Like right there, a carrot. I don't know how I used 2 to do that, but my bad. Make slime blocks and keep them in your hotbar in case you need to MLG clutch. You never know when you need to MLG clutch. It's true. It could happen at any moment to any one of us. But yeah, this has been a really, really, really fun stream, chat. I am so glad that Superflat Hardcore has been so successful. But I also do have to concede that if I... Just like in Minecraft, if you go too many days without sleep, you'll be worse off. Too many days in the real world, too many hours in the real world without sleep, might lead me to make some more questionable decisions. So we'll be back for part 2 on Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow if I'm going to try not for tomorrow. My aim was to take tomorrow off, but I'm going to try, chat. I'm going to try very hard to make sure it's Tuesday and not tomorrow, is when we'll be streaming more of this, and where we'll see where part 2 takes us. I think that if I just get some more Wandering Traders, good things will happen. And because I don't have to deal with night times anymore, I've got a very chill run up to that. I can work on mob-proofing my world. I can work on mob-proofing myself. I can work on upping my supplies of food even, like I'm doing right now. I've got a real nice stretch of time ahead of me. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully all of you are too. For now though, this is the end of part 1. I hope you've enjoyed it. When does Toy Cat ever really take a day off? My plan was to go through, there's a brand new tunnel. I want to make a third channel video about going through it. That makes no sense if you do outside of London, but there's a tunnel that excites me. But yeah, I think I can't because there's a video. I didn't quite finish. I've been like slightly behind on video production this weekend compared to where I'd love to be. But yeah, otherwise, I hope you had a great stream, everybody. I think this is one of my favorite series, and I hope that you're looking forward to part 2, because I'll see you in it. You know, actually, you know, what if not? You know, what if that was a fake out ending? I'm enjoying my little dirt mining. Let's keep going. Yeah, who's to say that this is the end? I faked out all those people. Got you good. So it's not actually over yet. It should be over, but it's not. So yeah, that's the interesting. You know, actually, let me finish my discussion on this so I can feel like it's out of my system, chat. I feel like the number of places that I will learn about that I would like to travel to, the number of foods that I want to try, you know, interesting combinations, even stuff like, I don't know, I'm quite introverted by nature. I would say, like, I'm not like hanging out with people is my favorite thing to do, but actually some of my favorite moments are in hanging out with people, and every time I'm doing it I'm like, I should do this again. But there's, you know, like, enough people in your life. Like, in my dream, it'd be cool to have someone that you could just, like, casually hang out with every day. The problem with most hanging out is because you have to organize it and schedule it. It's like, you have to be doing something that, like, makes it all worthwhile or official. You know, like, it's a problem, in my opinion. And so, like, even with, like, friends, as a not very social guy, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to hang out with my friends and do all the things I want to do forever. Maybe this is just, like, a crisis of time, a crunching of, like, realization. But still, it's something that I have thought about. Maybe you have too. I have 787 places on my want to go list on Google Maps, says Elysian Temp. How do you deal with that list? Do you accept that you won't be going to 90% of those places? Because then what's the point in listing them anyway? I think it's great to have some listed in case you're coincidentally somewhere and just want to go somewhere meaningful, right? That's great. But I have to start, like, working that out for, like, travel and stuff. Because, you know, chat, now with the new drop system, there's a loads of, like, it's really hard for me to travel for more than 4 days at a time, which means that there's a lot of, like, the world I can't go to. Except, actually, I think every time there's a drop, we know just before the drop comes out, there's, like, 2 weeks where not a lot is happening on the Bedrock side of things. And so is that the best time to, you know, I'm, like, starting to, and so I'm working out, like, okay, maybe once every 3 months, we get, like, a decent opportunity to go somewhere for, like, you know, I know we're not going to miss a beta during that week. So, like, what's more important to me? Do I want to go to Japan, or do I want to go to South America? Do I want to go to... It's a very first world problem to have in the sense of travel. And you could argue in food, too, right? Like, there's this fun world where we are now at the point where we have... again, like, even... There are all sorts of amazing marvels that no one could have had 100 years ago, but now everyone can have. Like, even the bottom 10% of society... you know, have flat screen TVs. You know, like, it's always a point that people use to make fun of, like, I don't know, like, migrants or something, being like, well, they all have phones. And it's like, yeah, everyone has phones. Even the globally bottom 10%. It's like, yeah, everyone has a phone. Everyone has access to that phone and the internet. The speed of, and weirdly, unlike, you know, previous ways information has been made available, where there's, like, some attempt to make sure it's good, the people who decide who gets the new information in the world are largely corporations whose interest is not in sharing the best things to help people, but in what will make those people become addicted to this newfound power. Anyway, yeah, it's something I think about a lot. Everyone can have vapes, says Plume. Exactly, you know, if therefore, you know, if you want to get into vaping, but also you don't, how can you do both those things? The only answer is to, you know, don't take my advice. But yeah, it's like, oh, the same with, like, TV shows, right? This is, I think, you know what annoys me? Every time someone tells me about TikTok, they're like, oh, you haven't seen that one? It's like of this. And I think, oh, I should be watching more TikTok. And I'm like, no. No, actually, if there's really good things, I will watch them. It's the same with, like, TV shows. I think if you weren't watching Severance, I actually wouldn't recommend you watch it. I think, having now concluded the second season, it's a decent TV show, but the best bit about watching Severance is that everyone is talking about it. I think it's the sort of show that will leave way less of an impact than we think, because I think it's like kind of lost. It's one of those shows that's like losing its pace as it goes along. And the same is true for a lot of games. I really want to play Split Fiction. I've heard great things about it. But I bet if I play it, it's the sort of thing that like doesn't have it. I don't know. It's an interesting thing with Minecraft, because Minecraft is like ever relevant. But with other games, you've got this question of like, is it worth playing a new game when I could play a game I know I already like? I've you know, after this stream, I have to decide. Do I want to play an existing game? I could play some more Minecraft. I could play some Trackmania I've been into. I've got 2 weeks left on my RuneScape subscription, and I don't think I'm going to renew it. So should I play some RuneScape? I kind of enjoyed playing it, watching some bad TV last night. Oh, lots of creepers. Let's take them with me. Take them on a little walk, shall we? Actually, I think 2 creepers is probably enough. We'll bring these. Oh, it stopped raining. Ah. That's a shame. Interesting, enjoyable, but is it going to be a cult hit in 10 years? Nah, not even 5. Whereas I think, like, Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones were genuinely cultural hits that, you know, like, to this day, there's still, like... maybe, like, less to this day in some cases. I think Breaking Bad maybe more so than Game of Thrones. Because the ending of something determines a lot of whether that thing is good. Watching a lot of things that are in progress kind of makes you lose some of that perspective. Anyway, I've been playing Skyrim while watching you. My controller died, says James Weston. That is very tragic to hear. Do your eyes get tired after gaming for so long? You know what's crazy, Plume, is I'm not just gaming, I'm staring at 2 giant ring lights so that my face is evenly lit. Also, this is dangerous. Oh no! We got nothing. We got gunpowder for all that work. So yeah, today, chat, I'm just gonna sleep with the first number of skeletons I see. I see 2 right now. Is 2 skeletons good enough? Hell yes, 2 skeletons is good enough. Will I wake up before I die? Oh, he just missed me. Yes, I probably will. Ouch. So I want to make sure both skeletons drop their bones. Okay, so make sure you attack this guy, skeleton. Attack him. Do it. So the other skeleton... Okay, there we go, perfect. Nope, not perfect. All I got was arrows, and all I'm getting from this guy... Did he despawn, actually? Did I somehow mess up my 1 mission? Looks like I might have, chat. I don't see any bones. Don't see any arrows. I think we've got another night boneless, sadly. And you know what? It's a big tragedy. But yeah, I think I mostly have a really chill path between here and my next Wandering Trader, which makes this a great time to end the session. I've gotten out my existential crisis. And, oh. And I've also gotten a brand new piece of chainmail with protection 2-2. Next time I'm doing something dangerous. Should totally put that on. But yeah, join me next time where we'll be potentially getting my first tree. Won't that be something? Imagine me with a tree, chat. It would be crazy. But yeah, until then, I'll see you on Tuesday. Goodbye. You're helping me get through having the flu, says the bird guy. Hope it's not bird flu. Have a good night, Plume, Chilius Bean, and everyone else. I'm having a hard time saying goodbye, huh? Yeah. But goodbye. And thank you, Miss Pat Van Driver Lady. Have a wonderful Monday and Sunday. And thanks for the extra 10 minutes. You're welcome, Carlisle.